We're like plaid couple tonight.
Candidly clad or something like that.
Hey everybody, how are you?
Okay, you started it.
I started it. I told you I started it.
What's up?
Hey everybody.
Today is a big day.
Today's a big day.
I don't know. I just felt like saying that.
This doesn't
What's
work.
up, everybody? We are the Plaid Clan.
We are the Plaid. I don't think we should be called a clan. Maybe a posse instead.
They're both what? It's just like a group of people.
Yeah, it just doesn't sound right. Hey everybody.
Why does everything seem like this is turned directly to you?
It's not. It's turned so that you're not like literally the center of the screen.
Here. Is that better? Is that the way you want it?
No.
You do want me in the screen?
Eric Bland, I have literally had it like that. Do you want me out of the screen?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Scoot to your right a little bit.
Whatever. No, because you cry about it when I'm not here. But then if I'm not in the screen, you want me out of the screen? Rude. Okay, let's say hi to everybody.
What's up, everybody?
Let's see who's here.
Today is Thursday. You know what that means?
Couples therapy.
Tomorrow is Friday. That means I'm ready to. I want to go to bed now to get tomorrow over with.
Wow, that's pretty intense.
Yeah. Sometimes my brain's going to explode.
It's just
I'm even beyond explode. It's getting ready to explode.
Over at work, just a lot of stuff going on. Yeah.
Just work.
Okay, so let's say hi to everybody. Hey, Where to Begin Homestead Adventures with Outdoor Eagle. Hello.
Thank
you for coming in.
Are they new?
I think so.
Welcome.
Lazy Days. Hello, Jesse and Lisa.
What's going
Jeannie
on?
Lipsky, how are you?
What's up?
I think she just recently got over being sick too. People be getting the flu and going down.
We're going to talk about that.
Hey, Deborah, how are you?
We're going to do everything you say. I'm just going to say we're going to talk about that.
Okay. Hey, Charles, Fallen Arkansas Veterans, how are you?
What's up?
Let's see who else is in here.
Deborah.
I'm scrolling down. I'm trying. Oh, it just skipped ahead like a ton.
No,
it
goes right back to where.
Oh, okay.
All right, wait.
Hey, Jake.
No, go back 20. Up there. You got to say
cool
hi.
Gamer. I said hi
to Deborah.
I did say hi to Deborah.
Deborah who?
I'm not saying her last name.
Why?
Matter. It's okay. She's
Deborah.
There's only one Deborah in here. Hey, Cool Gamer. How are you? Hey, Hobbs Dirt Ranch.
A second Deborah may jump in here.
See, Posse sounds better. Right there.
What's up, Liberty?
Liberty's in here.
Liberty Wilson.
That's because Luke's in there eating right now, so she's got.
She's allowed. She's allowed.
She can come in here. Yeah, you're gonna have to use this right here. Hey, Miss Emma. Hey, Caleb. How are you? Yeah, Dad is fancy tonight. His flannel. I've got flannel because I'm cold, so I'm wearing like the jacket flannel.
Well, I was outside. I got home from work and took care of the animals because I had been sitting in traffic for an hour and a half, and I said, you know what? You know what I said?
What?
I said, you know what? You know what I said?
What did you say?
I'm trying to get to that.
Say it.
I went out there and I took care of all the animals.
I know. The kids said you did all of it.
Well, it was because, when you're sitting there for that long. Yeah, I was watching this video the other day, and it was all about how to stretch. And there.
Oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't even a real one.
I know it wasn't. You were faking me.
I was faking. Are you going to tell the story or not?
No, I was going to say that a lot of times people have stretching issues because they sit so much that their hips are like, let me see if I can get in the camera.
That's why you should get
their hips are straight on. And the best way to loosen that up is if you spread your legs and basically squat down and put your chest between your knees.
Got it. You should go to the chiropractor. That would help too. I mean, that's easy. You show up, you give them the copay, you let them crack your back and your hips and your neck and your legs and your feet or whatever else they crack. You walk out there and you're like a new person. You'll be like, woo, yes. All moving around. It's awesome. Hey, look, Super Wild Card this weekend. Caleb's excited.
But by the way, he said, mine is free.
By the way, new to your family, loved at the end of your one video, you said that you're a regular family. Your house might be a wreck, but it's lived in. I appreciate that. It is. It's just, look, everything's not going to be 100% all the time. It's lived in. Look, we got home from groceries today and we've had a couple things left out, but look at this. Ready? There's our groceries. I'm going to show you.
What are you doing?
I'm going to die. Ready? Right
there. Why are you?
I had to put the groceries right there because I want to take the flour and put them in.
You messed up
I want to take the flour and put it in the Mylar bags. Oh no, it's not perfect now. Anyway, I wanted to put the flour in the Mylar bags. Eric Bland. I'm putting the sugar in some of the Mylar. I wanted to get some long-term storage and take some of my longer-term storage and rotate it out to come back to be used. So Anyway, that's why it's out, because I didn't want to just throw it somewhere. I wanted it to be where it needed to be so that I could use it again. Anyway, whatever. Let's see. Who else is in here?
No.
Regina, how are you?
That was a good story. You better hope there's not
LG Homestead. Can't be here long, but for the moment, you have my undivided attention.
No, we were looking for her last week.
I know. And Pure Okie, how are you? Yeah, LG. So we were actually discussing bidets last week, and you missed
we're not getting into
biggest bidet conversation ever with Rochelle. Let me just tell you,
it was awesome. No, we don't want to revisit that.
He's not going to talk about it until he gets it, and then I'll make sure we talk about it.
No, we're not getting it.
I am totally getting it.
Go outside and use the hose.
I'm going to get one. Let's see who else is in here. Pure Okie, hello. I think I just said hi. Let's see. A body in motion stays in motion. That's very true.
Wait, who said that?
Adventures with Outdoor Eagle.
Oh, I like these people.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Miss Ann Dale, I hope you're safe. Are you safe, Ann? Because I know there is tornado warnings coming up the coast right there.
Do you think that she'd be putting her life on the line to be listening to us?
She was legit doing a live on the tornado warning.
I know. You know what she sounded like too? She was like, I want y'all.
She jammed up. Oh, no.
To do better.
You know, she'd be smiling the whole time. Don't even try it. Yeah, exactly. Look right there.
And we want to make sure that you're safe.
Jocelyn said, just go to the chiropractor. That's what I love about you already. Well, I appreciate it.
And make sure that you're in a safe place.
Oh, look.
And
Jesse said,
time,
stop being an OCD diva.
The whole time, Blacks was over there having a full conversation because she didn't realize that she was jamming up.
What's gross? A bidet? Not gross. Cleanly.
Oh, geez.
Good. You're safe.
No,
I'm so glad you're safe. Use the hose. Yeah, that's Eric's favorite words. Use the hose.
Use the hose.
Eric, you get in the bidet and you're going to love it because Monica said you will. It was awful. I have no idea why.
I got to figure out how to.
She has no idea why she kept jamming up. Probably because there was a tornado on your back doorstep.
Yeah. I don't know. It's 90-degree wind. I mean, 90-mile-an-hour wind outside my window right now. And I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, she said, yes, girl, don't pressure wash your booty. Okay. So earlier, though, I watch a YouTuber. He's a fantastic weather guy, Ryan Hall, y'all. Seriously, if you need a weather guy that's not just your area, but he's going to do all of where the bad storms are. He tracked it from, I want to say Mississippi earlier in the day when I went to Costco, and then he came through and he was in Alabama, and then he followed through to Georgia. When I was on my way home from Costco, it was like 4:00 our time. And I was about to lose my mind because he was like,
up in here.
No, for
up
real.
In here.
Because are you listening?
No.
Yeah, crazy weather messing with your live.
I want to laugh tonight.
Hey,
we gotta get
Nancy.
something. We gotta get something that's funny.
Okay, well, just let's talk.
Somebody go find another Debbie or Deborah. If we have two Deborahs in here, you have to address
say her last name.
Her last name. Yeah.
So here's the thing. Ready? I made a country boy, but yes, I have a bidet. It saves on toilet paper. Right there. New guy. Adventures with Outdoor Eagle. I may be a country boy. Yes, I have a bidet. It saves on toilet paper. See? Him and Jesse both.
Okay.
Right there. You gotta have it.
Mr. Adventures with Eagle. What is it?
Outdoor Eagle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was high on your opinion at first. Now it's.
Hey, Beverly, how are you? Yes. Okay. So LG's knows. She knows Ryan Hall, y'all. Okay. So we were watching Ryan Hall, y'all, earlier, and I'm driving home and I'm listening to him on the way home. Car loaded up with all the kids. And all of a sudden they said where Casey over at Ormsby Farms lives. And they named his county and his town.
His street address?
No, not his street address, but they named his county and his town. And I about lost my mind. I was like texting him immediately. Well, I voice chatted him and I was like, hey, you need to make sure you're either home, or if you're not home, please don't leave to go home. Karaoke night. But the thing is that I was like freaked out a little bit, but Ryan Hall, y'all, is like one of the best people to follow. Yes. Where to Begin Home said you've been listening to him all day. Hey, Grayson Fire.
Hello.
How are you?
It's been a while.
Yeah. It's one of those things that I'm just tell you what, he's been super helpful. So it went past Casey's place, but I was freaking out a little bit. He said, yeah, well, we're going to, he was in his shelter area with his mom's dogs, his cat baby, and then his girl Destiny. And he was, Brian, listen, exactly. You can't leave us. It's winter here. Wait, what is it? Can't use leaves as winter. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
that's why you need a good evergreen.
Well, he sent me a picture.
Like pine trees.
He sent me a picture of him in his shelter, and his mom's like standing at the door open. The door's wide open. He's like, this is probably not the best way to stand in our tornado shelter. I'm like, yeah, no, not helpful. Please be safe. He's safe. He's doing good now. But man, I was like a little bit nervous for sure. And then when I saw she was getting hit with stuff, I was like, oh my word.
Oh my word.
I need like a map of all the YouTubers so I can be like, okay, you're in the zone, please. So I was just praying for everybody. Yes, Casey, everybody was okay.
You just had a blanket prayer?
Blanket prayer. I was like, Lord be with Casey. Lord be with all the people in this area, in Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, South Carolina, North Carolina, all of them. Oh, were you? Lori said she was talking about Ryan Hall, y'all, on one of her lives a few weeks ago. Yeah, I've been watching him for a while. I absolutely love his channels. He's got 2 of them. It's the Ryan Hall, y'all, and then Ryan Hall, y'all Extra. And my 14-year-old, my 14-year-old has decided, I think he's decided he wants to go into meteorology and that type of that's where he wants to go with his schooling. So needless to say, I am kind of pushing him in that direction if he wants to go there. And I'm excited because he used to be afraid of that kind of stuff. And now he's really interested in it.
I'm going to say that around here, they had that schooling training, whatever it was, through the news station or something?
No, it was weather spotting through the county. It was just a county weather spotting thing where you can get certified. And that really helped him not to be so afraid.
Yeah, I mean,
he was terrified.
I will say it's pretty cool down here to see the weather change so quickly. And when I have Jonathan out there with me, he's quick to say, "Oh no, that's just a
cumulonimbus,
something like that." He's like, "You don't have to worry anything to worry about with that one."
Well, he keeps saying to his sister, he's like, "Hey, so if I become a meteorologist, we can go out, chase storms, and you can take the pictures, and I'll drive, so I know where we're going." And I was like, "And maybe you shouldn't be a meteorologist if you're going to use it for." Not so good. No, I mean, obviously that's such a noble profession to do stuff like that. Wow, it's your ear in the screen.
Well, I'm trying to get comfortable.
Oh my goodness. Yes, check out Ryan Hall, y'all. He's awesome. Seriously, he's like the best. I'm gonna go back in this live and tag him.
Tag him.
I'm not. I never remember to tag people.
You never do.
But I should.
You should.
But he's really good. You should watch him.
He's all right.
No, he's awesome. He doesn't hype stuff. He tells you how it's going to be, and he doesn't hype things. He actually didn't even think today was going to be an outbreak. He was very surprised today. He just said it's going to be bad in some places. It's going to be bad, so be weather aware. And yeah, he's very accurate.
Yeah, I will say that he's definitely not like the TV guys that are all like amped up and hyped up and stuff like that. But I will say that a couple of weeks ago when we had all those storms just pop up over here. And
good. I'm glad you're safe, Beverly.
Well, where is Beverly? Do you know?
No, but I'm glad she's safe. And because this storm just kind of went and kind of like, I mean, just like in a line of stuff. It went through Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, all the way up to Kentucky in some spots. It's actually up in Virginia now. Yikes. I mean, it's a big storm. Wait, Cog Hills. Jason's grandpa house was hit in Selma. Oh, yes. Selma, Georgia got a bad tornado. Oh, that stinks.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. Selma, Georgia had a huge tornado. You can see it. There's so many. Oh, she's in North Carolina. Yeah. That was right in the spot. My mom actually has a house in Florence. And I told her, I said, "Hey, are you guys you're not heading to South Carolina soon?" She's like, "Actually, we were going to head there tonight, but we've decided not to." And I said, "Yeah, why don't you stay home?" It'd be safer, I think. Nancy used to chase tornadoes. Been a few of them too. One time while I was in an ambulance going to a call, it was rain-wrapped tornado. Nancy has seen a chupacabra, been a storm chaser, been an ambulance driver. She was also
is this Our Treasured Homestead?
Our Treasured Home. That's Nancy.
Did she change her thumbnail or something?
She changed her thumbnail. That's
you can't do stuff.
I know, because it's like a bright pink,
I don't even know what.
So here's the thing. She's done everything. She was like Nancy, weren't you like a security guard lady too one time? No, she was at Private Eye, like a PI. And she's seen chupacabra. I'm just saying. Ryan is small change. He's got like 1.3 million. 1.3 million. That's on one channel.
Yeah, I'm going to crack the mill.
So it's a Hematite Homestead. Hematite. He was just over on Ryan's channel in WV. Heavenly Homestead. Yeah? I missed the interview, but I had it on my list of things to watch. I just haven't had a chance to go back and watch it.
Right on. If you're anywhere around the WV area, you all right.
Yeah, just be safe because it's going to be nasty storms through there if it hasn't already hit y'all. All you have to do is know how to read the radar. One should also know when a cold front moves in the warm weather, there's going to be storms. Yeah. Well, you make it sound real easy. So all those people with degrees now, just so much for them.
Yeah.
She's like, all you have to do is know how to read a radar. It's fine. I was watching when Ryan Hall reached his 1.3 million. That's cool. Awesome. Yeah. He's a cool guy to watch. Yes, we noticed. Hey, Teresa, how are you? I didn't even see you in here. Yes, we noticed, Nancy. I noticed because it was like a pink background, like all that like pink color.
That's what threw me off. I was like, wait, something's not right.
I feel like Grace and Fire has changed hers too recently. Mm-mm. I feel like it's real floral, more like with the writing and stuff, flowery. Maybe I just haven't noticed it.
It's got that, to me, I know it's not, but it has like that icy look.
Yeah. We got slammed with a ton of rain and thunderstorms this morning. Some front that hit the same front. Yeah. Thankfully it didn't even rain here or anything. EMT, security officer, PI, ghost hunter also. I'm telling you, she's done everything.
Are you an EMT?
Seen a chupacabra.
All right. We're not getting into that right now.
She did. I saw her story.
I like your logo. I think it's unique.
Yeah, I like it too. I like it.
Go over there and check out Hematite.
Thank you, Jesse. You're awesome. Jesse comes in here and throws up all the smart stuff.
You know what? Let's take a second to take a second and say thank you to Jesse.
Thank you, Jesse.
No, like you meant it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're awesome. He is awesome.
I don't even get that much gratitude from you.
He is amazing.
Okay. Thank you, Jesse.
Him and his wife both are
and
awesome.
Lisa.
Yes.
It's with Jesse
the second people who notice the change. There you go. Oh, let's see who else. It's 70 and tornado watch is here today. It's supposed to be in the 30s and snowing by morning here in Kentucky. Yeah. It's supposed to be cold here in the next couple of days. I told the kids yesterday when it was 86 degrees or 85, I was like, I think we're going to have to build a fire in a couple of days. And they were like, what? I was like, yeah, because it's not going to get out of the 50s, which means it's just going to get increasingly chilly in the house. Why chase ghosts? The spirits will come right to you. No. Chupacabra, an animal that exists in parts of Latin America, but supposedly attacks animals, especially goats. Right?
Devil Dog did that for her.
Oh, that's cool.
Very nice.
I like it.
Let's see. Yep.
Yeah. See?
Like your logo. Yeah, it's unique. I like that.
I like Lori's too.
The Naked Gardeners.
Hey, Naked Gardeners.
Okay. If you guys haven't had a chance, go check them out, but make sure the kids aren't awake.
Look at Eric with bedhead. You used to see him with a hat. It's because he's got all that hair on the top of his head now.
I haven't had hair this long in like 20.
I mean, you used to spike it up back when we were preaching.
It was never this long, though.
Probably not. Okay, so Tori and Sydney over at Naked Gardeners just made some pasta with duck eggs, and I was for real watching Sydney eat it. I was like, is it good? Is it good? Is he saying it's good? He's eating it. He's like, yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. I was very impressed.
I feel like he would like most things, though.
Well, he's a foodie, though. Remember, they're like foodies.
I know.
Like
you remind me every time they come to visit and we make dinner. You're like,
I'm afraid I'm gonna.
You got to have everything right. You got to have the cheese shredded properly and the sour cream, and because we always feed nachos. That's all we ever feed people.
Yeah,
that's like it's a staple item around here.
I can't screw it up. I don't have to worry about that. Yeah. Hey, Steve C. How are you?
Steve C. What's going on? Are you new in here too? I believe.
No, I think he's been in here before.
Steve C.
Yeah.
I'm drawing.
He said, look, Naked Gardener said, ha, ha,
ha. Yeah. Yeah. No, if they come, they only come when they want nachos. I figured it out.
Yeah.
If they want nachos, they know where to come. Rabbit nachos.
Vineyard Farmhouse. How are you?
Let's see. Mr. Robert Lonis is in here. What's going on, Mr. Robert? Let's see. Anybody else in here?
Belinda and Chuck. Hey, Chuck, how are you?
How are you?
Naked Gardener said, are you saying I'm fat, Eric? No.
Is that Tori, you think?
No, it's not Tori. I think that's Sydney because he is taking offense because you said he'd like anything.
No, I think that he's like a couple of our kids where you can pretty much put anything on the plate and
he's like, this is pretty good.
Yeah, they'll like it.
Yeah.
I like people like that coming for dinner. You know who I don't like coming for dinner? The people who are like, do you have chicken tenders? Can we have chicken nuggets? Can we have mac and cheese?
How about say he said and sweet tea. We make sure he has sweet tea too.
Okay, yeah, that's our downside. I think did they bring their tea last time? Or no, Liberty made it.
Liberty made the tea when they were here.
they had to get a fellow Texan
to make the tea.
To make the tea, because if it's not enough sugar in there to rot your teeth immediately, as soon as the tea goes over top of your
it goes on your tongue.
Teeth.
It has to go and coat your teeth, and you have like a sugar
mouth.
It's
like Captain Crunch when you eat that, except for it doesn't tear up the roof of your mouth. I hate that. By the way, that coating that.
Robert Lonis likes nachos.
Love nachos.
We love nachos too.
Nachos are good. I think like the more condiments you can put on it, the better it is. And I think one of the best condiments outside of cheese, obviously, that you can put on nachos, refried beans.
That's pretty good. I don't eat cheese on my nachos. I just eat the meat and some salsa and maybe some sour cream or some guac.
What about barbecue nachos?
I love
those are off
the
chain.
Yeah. He said,
when you make some good homemade barbecue sauce,
stop judging us.
You better get out of town, boy.
He said, okay, simmer down now.
That's because he's probably getting hungry.
That's not sweet tea. Teresa said it's called hummingbird nectar.
So true. So true.
That's like that. Jocelyn and Chris are feeling super judged right there.
Yeah.
Stop judging us.
Well, it's the truth, man. You know,
who are these people? Chicken. That's our son. It's our oldest son, actually. He just likes chicken nuggets. My daughter, chicken nuggets.
No, it's my kids for sure. It's like every day I come home to a new pot of mac and cheese.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. I'll tell the story, and Caleb is in here. So
nachos, a dish of tortilla chips topped with melted cheese and often other savory toppings.
Yes.
And yes, I think, Lori, we're going to try to make it to the Mid-America meetup. That's the one in Oklahoma. I think we're going to make it like a date weekend.
Are we?
Maybe. I don't know. Are we going to make it for the kids to be there too?
I don't know. Are we?
I don't know. Jocelyn said, don't let them talk trash about us. Monica's addicted to ranch dip now because of Texas. It's true. It's not just any ranch dip. It has to be like the homemade ranch dip where you sprinkle like 3 pounds of Hidden Valley ranch dip with 18 pounds of sour cream. And then you mix it with like a giant paddle and you mix it
like
around.
Like a wooden paddle?
Like a witch's brew. And you're like, and you're mixing it around. And then you have to add more ranch dip to outweigh the amount of sour cream in there. And you're like stirring it. And finally you get like one chip and you eat it. That's the ranch dip.
You only get one chip?
Well, per bowl. That's pretty much it. That's what you got to do.
Okay. I wonder
loaded nachos. We eat them for dinner all the time.
What's the strangest thing? And I'm asking the chat here.
I'm pretty sure I'm going.
What's the strangest thing that you've put on nachos?
Oh, by the way, she admitted it.
Because I'm just wondering.
Those are the exact.
I'm trying to get my thoughts out.
Well, they are the exact measurements, by the way. And there's information about the YouTube meetup. And yes, I'm pretty sure we're going. I just don't know how we're going to go. If we're going to go just him and I, or if it's going to go us and the kids. I haven't decided yet. I just haven't decided all the details. And they are the exact measurements.
Oh, this is the Okie Homesteading Expo. I don't know what these are.
I don't know what that one is.
Rattlesnake. There we go.
Rattlesnake meat.
I'm really liking this guy.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Dutch Chicken. How are you? Yeah.
Yeah, rattlesnake.
We've had snake before, but not rattlesnake.
Strangest thing, not strangest, but just different things that you've had on nachos. And the reason why I'm asking this is because you were talking about ranch dressing. I wonder if people put ranch dressing on nachos. I bet you that would actually be good. Barbecue Probably. With like ranch dressing drizzled on top, not like a heavy dose, but just a little drizzle.
Maybe.
What do you think? Where's Sydney? I feel like he would.
He's right there.
I know, but I feel like he would know. All the foodies that are out there, I put a whole taco on my nacho. Okay. I mean, that's one way to do it, I guess.
Where is the Okie Homesteading Expo? I don't know where it is. Jesse says it's closer. It's closer than we are, but I don't know where it is. I need to find information on that.
We got 2 doves.
Hematite Homestead said I pushed my... Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm glad to talk again. Okay,
Hurry up.
Oh, okay. I got a little Frenchie in here.
Hey, Ian.
Welcome. We got 2 doves, bees, and garden in here. Thank you for coming in. We're asking what the most different thing that you've seen on nachos. Maybe nachos. I'll say this. I was in Baton Rouge. No, I think it was New Orleans, actually. I was at the airport, and I went into one of their little restaurants there, and they had nachos served on pork rinds.
Interesting.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool.
There you go. Corn and ranch with barbecue sauce. That actually sounds
You can't go wrong with, well, yeah. I mean,
alligator tail and nachos is pretty strange. Published my whole roaster piglet today where we used some pulled pork on nachos with Isn't That Strange? But a guy reached out to me and told me to try goat nachos. I think we've actually had goat nachos before because we had goat meat that we shredded in the crock pot. And I think because we were trying to convince the kids to eat it,
you put it on nachos.
We want our kids to eat some meat that we have. We just say, put it on nachos.
Sydney's not feeling
it. It is in Oklahoma. That makes sense. June 2nd and 3rd in Pryor, Oklahoma. Got it.
Wait, in Pryor where all the tornadoes hit?
No, Pryor's where they had the meetup a couple years ago. I guess in last year too. We've never been to that one. This one is further away, actually. The Mid-America YouTube meetup. That's further away. I eat ranch dressing on my green beans. What? That's interesting.
And they're from Kentucky, so not sure.
Mays County Fairgrounds in Pryor, Oklahoma. Okay, I have to look that information up. I can't eat nachos either too hot or spicy.
Okay. Well, no,
we don't always do either. We usually eat nachos. I mean, basically we do nachos as like a cleanup night where I have a bunch of extra meat and containers, and I'm like, clean out the fridge night.
You can make nachos with anything: chicken, rabbit,
beef,
pork, beef,
everything.
I've never had turkey though.
Probably just didn't know it.
Maybe
anchovies. Yeah, I've never had that on there. That might be a little extra.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Fried alligator tail, wonderful nachos. I'm interested in that. That sounds pretty good.
It tastes like chicken.
I like. Wait, what, Lori? That's taking it too far. That is too much. I don't know about that.
Has anybody else tried that before? That's the question.
Can anybody else verify that what Lori does with her grapes actually tastes good?
Ranch with I can't imagine how that
would. No, Sydney. No. Unless you make jam at your house, no. Nobody wants no toe jam.
Now I'm a little bit concerned if
I like ranch dressing on pizza. She said, try it. No. I don't know.
Why is she just demanding things?
She's getting sleepy. She's like, I'm getting sleepy. Just try it and shut her mouth.
I've seen people dipping their pizza in ranch dressing.
That's okay.
That's
what Liberty does, I think.
I would say back in the day,
Greg eats it too?
I would eat.
You guys, what are you doing to your kid, Lori?
I would eat blue cheese dressing. I would dip my crust or whatever, just the crust, not like
my kids do that. Our kids do that. Sloppy Joe mix in Doritos. Okay, that's good too.
Wait, why are you getting ahead? Why can't you just stick with the plan?
Fried frog legs are good. Because you're going too slow. She said Greg eats it too. That's a lot.
That doesn't make it.
She's
better.
wrecking her kid.
I'm just saying.
That's what she did. Frozen grapes. That's good, but you don't dip it in ranch, do you, Jeannie?
I can't eat frozen grapes. They hurt my teeth too much. Sloppy
Joe mix is so good. I eat all the nachos. Lori's cheese ain't all the way in her cracker. Oh, you're so mad. Sliced andouille and nachos is great.
Wait, what is that?
Sliced andouille. It's like andouille and what is it?
I don't even know. I would have said andouille and
it's a sausage. Andouille sausage. Your mom.
I do remember that.
Yeah, because your mom uses it. Sometimes.
Your mom.
Eric, it's a Cajun sausage. There you go.
Okay.
Bye to chicken. Have a good night.
Good night. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate it.
There's some flooding for me to deal with. Oh no. Oh, I hope it gets better fast. I hope you can clean it up fast. Oh, yikes.
Hang in there.
Can't stand ranch, but I love blue cheese. Yeah, blue cheese is good stuff.
Especially the chunks of blue cheese.
Jeannie said no. Nobody can verify that what Lori does with her grapes and ranch is good. So we need to have some backup with this. When I was in Thailand, I had fried rice and had to pick out the claws. Oh.
Of what?
I don't know. When I was a teen, I mixed my two favorite things on toast. French blue cheese with Nutella. What in the world?
Are
you all going to the
is she talking about
No.
Pasture poultry?
Wait, she mixed.
Wait, is she talking about just the cheese?
French blue cheese with Nutella.
Maybe, like a salad dressing?
No, probably the blue cheese, the cheese itself with Nutella. That might be good, like chocolate and cheese.
Okay.
Sweet and salty.
Okay.
Are y'all going to the Appa Pasture Poultry Conference? No, we're not. We had never heard of that. Never heard of that.
I don't know.
It's sausage made with intestines.
I don't think
that's a good way to say it. I mean, I was just looking at it. It looks pretty.
I'm good with it.
Interesting.
I like pretty much every sausage you can come up with.
Yeah. Did I say it right? Andouille sausage?
I think that's right.
I think that's why your mom said it, so I'm just going to repeat it.
Yeah.
When I go to Buffalo, I make restaurant owners tilt their heads when I ask for ranch instead of blue cheese with my buffalo wings.
Okay.
Because they're like, wait, what? I mean, hey, I think they do that here, though. People will get ranch with their buffalo wings here.
Yeah.
Okay, frozen grapes, completely acceptable. Dipping in ranch? No. I'm not convinced. Sounds great, Endo. Okay, good. I did. Oh, wait. We've gotten 17 inches of rain since December here in Connecticut. Oh, no.
Yikes. That's a lot of rain. Hang in there, man.
Yeah.
Hang in there.
Andouille is a French word, which aside from the sausage can be used as a derogatory term for insulting someone's intelligence. Stop being andouille. That doesn't sound right.
However,
it's also worth noting that the language of business was often carried out in French at the time, which may be another indicator at the origins of this delicacy.
Okay.
Oh, I'm knocking it. I'm not trying it.
Oh, she got angry face up in there.
Angry face.
You can't be doing
But Joel
that.
Salatin and Jason from Sow the Land. Very interesting. You know what it sounds like?
Whoa.
Sounds like it's going to cost some money, Sydney. Yeah, you ain't going no place with these two people, and it's not be costing you money to go to it.
Yeah. Well, it's okay if people want to. I mean, don't be knocking them for trying to learn.
I am not knocking him for learning. I'm just saying.
You're trying to hold down the man.
I'm not spending my money on that right now. I have other things to spend my money on.
Like earrings.
Hey, I didn't buy these. These were Christmas gifts.
Oh, okay.
Aren't they pretty? From my sister. Oh.
What are they? Bananas or something?
They're
it's a sunflower.
Sunflowers. Bananas.
It looks like actually like a fat pencil.
Chicken claws. She was having chicken.
Ooh.
Okay, well, yeah. Okay, he was having chicken claws. He'd say it was better than the MREs he'd been eating for weeks. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
It's sausage made with intestines. You do realize all case sausage. Yeah, well, that's
yeah.
I mean,
I don't care about.
But no, it says
as long as they clean the intestines out. You know what I mean? We don't need any extra.
It's a German
seasoning
sausage
in there.
with a French name. That's what somebody said. It's more like a Cajun sausage, right? That's what it is.
How come you keep cutting me off tonight?
Cajun sausage.
You were doing pretty good the last couple weeks, but
nah.
But now you're just back at it again.
Yeah, I do make my own spam. I'm not trying ranch and grapes. Okay, maybe next week we'll try ranch and grapes. Oh, you can't really have ranch dressings unless I make it. I'll make a fresh batch of ranch dressing.
Oh, man. I'm really upset about that.
Hey, Jocelyn, I'm going to need some ranch stat. Good ranch dip. And then we'll take grapes and dip it in there and we'll try it next week.
Make sure it doesn't have chicken eggs in it.
It doesn't. Not the ranch dip she makes doesn't have chicken eggs in it.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying too.
No, I'm saying. I said
okay,
first.
Lori, you better be back next week because I'm trying grapes and ranch.
We're going to forget.
I'm not going to forget.
I might forget.
I will try not to forget.
I'm going to try to forget.
No, I won't. Blue and gold sausage. What is that? Way yummy. Well, now you have grapes in your salad, then put the ranch dressing on it. No. Eric got it, though.
What did I get?
Yes, the intestines are inside the sausage, too. Bidet those intestines. You should. Hey, Suzanne, how are you?
You use a hose.
No.
Suzanne Goulier.
I think it's Goulet, or I don't think it's Goulier. Now I've got to go make some nachos. Yes, everybody wants nachos.
Get the refried beans. You got to get some good refried beans up in there.
Yeah, Teresa will be making her own andouille sausage. I know it. I could see her making
What's the sausage over in Louisiana? What is that?
Hey, Gwen, how are
you?
Boudin. But andouille sausage is also a sausage that they have in
I'm gonna date myself when I say this, but Boudin is off the chain.
How are you dating yourself?
By saying off the chain.
Oh, got it.
How old do you think I am?
I know how old you are.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind that.
You're born in 1977. I know exactly
how old you are. You're just putting my business out there for
I am.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, no. I could see grapes and ranch. I add raisins to my salad. John. Sarah adds dried cranberries. It's just different when you're eating it like, dippity-dip, dippity-dip. It's just weird.
No, what's weird is that you made a little song out of it.
Some boudin is good, some is not. This is true.
I have not. Broke Cowgirl, how you doing?
You're older than off the chain.
Really?
Lori's like, I'm going to stay up a little later tonight just to enjoy this.
I just need to harass Eric a little bit.
Let's see. What's the story about the hose? I grew drinking from the hose because my parents said no in and out of the house. And that's what you should do. Drink from the hose. No.
And clean all the intestines out too.
Last week we discussed.
No, we're not. No.
That a bidet was good for cleaning your hiney. And you feel cleaner. And there's a lot of people.
Just get a hose.
There's a lot of people that like to use bidets. And so I, upon Jesse's recommendation, added a bidet to my cart. I did not purchase the bidet yet.
You better not
However,
buy it.
I do have a $50 gift card. We have one from Christmas.
So we're going to decide
and
together.
I may purchase it with my half of the gift card and other monies that I have. So there you go. That's Boudin he's talking about there.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
And yes, 77 was a good year.
That's a great year.
Nope, not eating grapes and ranch. You never know. I still think it's going to be gross. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hey, how are you, Mark? I graduated high school in 1977. And Dale says, so you're still young.
Yikes.
You graduated high school at 18 years old. We're 17. That's young.
So she was born in 1960?
Moved to coop and chickens. Yeah. That's still pretty young.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Like really young?
It's pretty young.
Okay.
I'm not saying Ann Dale is old because that's not.
I didn't say. I'm just asking.
You just said.
I'm just asking.
Oh, wow. Once you go bidet, you won't ever go Scott again.
You need to come up with a rhyme.
It's not gross, I promise. See?
Wait, she's got one too.
Oh, the bidet? Oh, she's talking about the ranch and grapes still.
Oh.
After I eat ranch and grapes, I may need a bidet. So what I'm saying is, she born 1959. I'm 63. Okay, I'll take young. She is young. 63 is young.
Yes.
Yes, it is. I don't like ranch due to people constantly overusing it, and it got burned out. Yeah, that's true.
I can see that.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Deborah, the lady in which you refused to say her last name, is also 63.
It's a good year. It's a good age.
Yeah.
Everyone hit the thumbs up, or you can hot the thumbs up. Either way.
You can what?
Boom. Hot it. She said hot the thumbs up. Oh. I'm talking ranch and grapes. I knew you were. But of course, I may need a bidet after that. So that's probably a good thing to get. I use ranch in my salad with raw veggies only. You don't put raw fruit in them? No.
There you go, Jesse. That's what I'm talking about.
Once you go bidet, you'll be ready for the day. I'll have to tell that one to Rochelle. She'll like that. I'm waiting for the 3 seashells Demolition Man reference. I don't know that. I have to go look at Demolition Man now. Wait. Once you go bidet, you'll be ready to stack the hay. Jesse's on fire now. He's got it.
So you just got to tell him what you need.
I'm going to lurk and check email. You can totally lurk away. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you.
It's probably because you offended that you wouldn't say her name either.
Oh my goodness gracious. Stop it. I did say her name. I probably messed it up. Saturday will be a 69. Face purple wide eyes. What's face purple wide eyes? Oh, that was probably the emoji, but it didn't come up as an emoji. It just came up with face purple wide eyes. Saturday you'll be 69. Still young. Does a bidet come with a blow dryer? No, I don't think it does.
That's what it needs.
Once you go bidet, you'll say, what the hey?
That's probably the first time you go use the bidet.
I like it. I think we should get one. I think it'd be a lot nicer for that 6-year-old that needs to clean his hiney better. Just saying. Although he'd probably use it as a weapon. I don't know. We have animals, and so that would probably be bad. Because here's the thing.
Wait, how would the bidet be bad for the animals?
Because.
Oh, you mean in the house?
Yeah, it'd be bad for us.
I thought
because we have animals that are jerks.
Okay.
So now that I'm thinking about it too. Does anybody else out there have like jerk animals? Because here's the thing. We have a puppy and a kitten. And I love my puppy and I love my kitten. But let me just tell you, this kitten, she is testing me. She is, let's see, August, September, October, November, December, January. She's 6 months old.
Okay.
Girlfriend she's found a new thing to do. Besides taking her cute little paws, jumping up on the edge of the toilet and splish, splash, splashing all the toilet water out. Now, because we keep the potty, we keep the we keep the toilet seat closed so she can't get up there and splish splash anymore. Now she gets up there. See, you would need a drain on the floor in the bathroom.
Focus on your story. Tell your
story. Now she gets up there and she takes the toilet paper roll and spins it all the way out. And then she bites it off the edge of the actual roll. So you can't just wind it back up. I went in there yesterday morning and there was a pile this thick of toilet paper, all very neatly piled up. I was like, what in the goodness gracious are you doing? See, some bidets have all the options: warming seat, dryer, music, lights, etc. It's like a spa. Very big in some Asian countries.
If you can get a toilet seat with LED lights underneath with the bidet, I'll consider.
Okie dokie.
I'll consider.
You don't care how much I spend?
You find it, then we'll talk.
Oh, okay. All right. My kid's about 6 months old. He's not allowed in multiple rooms. Yeah. Well, girlfriend has to go into the bathroom area because that's where her That's where she's over there sleeping now. She has to go in there because that's where she has her litter box.
Yeah.
And we got a new litter box recently because
this thing is like a torture chamber.
No, it's amazing.
No, it's a torture chamber.
It's like this container where she has to climb into the top and get in there. And the bad thing is it's a little bit smaller than her last one. It's taller.
So her head is out the top while she's trying to poop.
But it's made for multiple cats, so it's fine.
Why don't you train her to use a bidet?
I could train her to use the toilet. And then she could flush the little bidet thing.
I'd like to see that.
The thing is that she's a jerk and she winds her toilet paper and now she's in her stinking little litter box and she's like making all these sounds now more than ever. Oh my gosh. Sounds like a toilet sitting in the middle of a disco dance floor. Yeah, it does. Maybe my first short I'll film shooting across the room is adventure, right? Hey, there you go. Train her to use the toilet. It can be done. See, I could. But the problem is she'd just sit on the toilet and pull all the toilet paper down.
And can I ask a question? Why does cat poop smell so bad?
I'm pretty sure dog poop smells the same.
It doesn't smell that bad, man.
You don't know because they don't poop in the house that often. Well, our puppy does right now. She's pretty funny because she likes to come running into the house. And as soon as she comes in from being outside, she's like, man, I'm so glad I'm inside. I better go find a place to take a dump real quick. I think that's what she's thinking. I'm pretty sure that's what she's thinking. Yeah, one of my boxers used to unroll the toilet paper like that. Yeah, well, our boxers just stinker, and the puppy likes to just fart and poop in the house now. It's just ridiculous.
You said stinker.
She does stinker a lot. Turn the toilet paper over and she can't unroll it. Well, there's a thing about that because Eric likes the toilet paper a certain way.
I don't care.
Okay, sounds good to me. She will find a way to unroll this thing, but I will do that. I will turn the toilet paper over so maybe she can unroll it. Toilet night, right there. Motions on toilet. Washroom, night light, colors, toilet bowl, lighting for bathroom, washroom, all of it.
Whew, man.
Fish in food. That's what it is. Yeah. See all these bidet addicts turning off during their thing, taking their air pumps, trying to a bidet in the woods. Well, that's the thing. When things hit the fan, you just don't have clean heinies anymore.
That's not true.
Well, you have as clean as you can be.
Did you, when back in 2020, did you have a problem wiping your booty?
True. We can do that over the top here too, but prevent the cat from doing that. See? Okay. Watch it. The bidet can hit the wall in front of you as no one's sitting on that seat. Trust me. I tested it out and forgot to put my hand in front of the stream.
That's high pressure. No, that's actually going to remove layers of skin.
No, it's not. Hey, Jim, how are you?
Jim Butler, just in time. We're talking about bidets for the second week in a row.
Well, we're just discussing animals too and whether or not we can train the cat to go potty in the potty and how puppies like to poop in the house.
And Jim, I don't know, I got it saying James.
Yeah, Jim.
Jim has his little puppy running around too.
He does. Our puppy's probably bad compared to yours. Your puppy's cute and runs around. It's cute all over. No, our puppy is super cute and she's adorable. And she just likes to run around, pee and poop everywhere. That's it. Every time she even moves, I'm like, let her outside. Let her outside before she pees in the house again. Just go to the car wash. She'll be the talk of the town.
You might as well.
Not my puppy, says Jess. Well, our puppy, she's naughty.
Yeah.
She's straight up naughty. And when she gets the zoomies, because she used to sleep with our friend. Oh, we're also discussing how ranch dressing may or may not be disgusting or good with grapes. We'll see. Oh, he's housebroken now. See, our girl wasn't housebroken, and we're trying to train her. But the best part is that she used to sleep in the bed with the guy before we got her, and so now when she comes in the morning, it doesn't matter where I'm at. I'm in the bathroom. I'm putting makeup on, doing whatever, washing my face. Girlfriend will run zoomies all around the house, jump on the bed, run across the bed, and come down off the bed because she knows as soon as she gets on the bed, she knows she's not supposed to be on there. So she just runs across the bed now. I'm like, great, she's bad. Tip: wiener dogs can't reach over the seat of the toilet. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she's got the zoomie sometimes, and it's so funny because I'm like, oh, at least she's zooming and she's not pooping anywhere in the house. Oh, she literally came in here the other day when I was editing that video. They had just let her inside the house. She busted into this door right here, and I'm just sitting here all quietly working on this. She came in here, looked at me, I was like, hey, good girl, how are you doing? And I like petted her and loved her for a second. She turned around and right here behind me squatted. I was like, you're literally pooping. I started screaming at her, so she stopped immediately and ran out. I was like, did you seriously just poop? So awful. We managed never to do with ours, Okie. Jake, we tried. Oh, Jake tried. The cats can be potty trained. They can even flush. That'd be amazing. Who loves ranch dressing? Farmers BFFs do. Jim, have you ever tried grapes dipped in ranch dressing? And yes, Jim, we are in your bedroom. And the dog likes to poop in here when you're not here, just so you know. So you need to come back so she'll stop pooping in here.
You know what? Maybe we should do a taste test next week, and we'll send the list to Jim. If Jim's interested, maybe he can taste test with me.
He can taste test with you.
Jim,
are you going to try ranch dressing or the ranch dip with your grapes?
Well, I mean, we've talked about doing sampling on here, so
there you go. He said
bad.
I don't know. Bad. Barf. I think barf. Yeah, barf. He's trying to say barf.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a new.
No, she's not barfing. She's no vomit. It's poop. It's just straight poop. And he said he'll try it for you. Oh, maybe he's saying barf. He doesn't want to dip ranch dressing with grapes.
You know, if you don't try it at least once, you just don't know.
Lori says it's good stuff. And Gwen says I like ranch, but not on weird stuff.
I'm not a huge ranch fan. I mean, I will eat it. I have eaten it. But, you know.
No. Purity said, my cat would catch mice and drop them. Nah. Would drop them into it and flush to watch them swim. Get out of town. That needs to be a video. I do put grapes on my salad with ranch. Maybe not horrible. Salad and raw veggies and chips. Oh, Rich in here. Hey, how are you?
Never late, my friend. Late. Never late.
Oh my goodness. So funny.
I know.
Well, you know what's really funny is, okay, what? So I put this video out yesterday and I was like, hey, everybody, come look at the video. And the video was titled, Not Another Egg Video. Mm-hmm. But I put it on the community page right after I literally reposted Rich's egg video. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope he doesn't think I'm throwing shade at him. But I was really excited about his egg video because he did a good video. It wasn't about egg prices being through the roof. It wasn't a scare video or anything like that. It was like, hey, can you make money using, raising your own chickens and selling the eggs? And it was super, super well put together. And he had like notes and it was like awesome because he's like showing me notes and I felt like he was talking right to me. That's a good video when I watched the whole entire thing. And can I just tell you, I did not double tap your video one time, Rich.
Wow. That's saying a lot.
I double tap my own videos.
Yeah.
You get a lot of bad emails because of my video. I didn't. I double tap every video. Okay. Just so you know, I double tap my own videos, double tap and you skip. I skip everybody's videos. I skip through. I'm bad. I can't help it. I just have a finger problem where I'm like,
oh, you got a finger problem. All right.
Anyway, I double tap my own videos. I'm bored with myself. And so I don't want to listen to myself. So I just double tap. Eric, same thing. Double tap. I'm sorry, love. I'm sorry. Anyway,
that's why I don't know.
Video, Rich.
That's why I don't take your advice on my videos anymore.
Because
you don't even watch them anyway.
I watched your entire video. Yeah. Sorry, Ann. I double tap. If you bore me for a second, double tap
on the phone. Woo-hoo. On the phone, if you're watching, you can double tap and it'll fast forward 10 seconds.
Yep, exactly.
For every tap.
Yeah, so you just put your video up, and if you're watching a video, you just double tap, boop boop, and it fast forwards.
He's gonna start fast forwarding through our videos now because you said
don't watch my videos. But it's like one of those things that anyway. I didn't double tap your video. That's why I was like, I have to share this because it is not.
Poor Anda. She just got back like 80 hours of life per week because of all the videos she watches. She's like, I can fast forward. Everybody's view time is going down because we just told that to her.
I just double tap and your live is over with. Jesse just double tap through our live. Done. I don't do that to people's videos. Well, like I said, I don't. Okay, I do it all the time, actually. I can't say I don't do it. I can't help myself.
She can't. She has an actual problem.
I hold the remote, too, when we're watching a show.
It drives me crazy.
So right now, we're watching a series, and every time I'm watching the video, if the show is getting a little slow, I just boop, and I fast forward through it.
This is also the person, though, that, she'll fast forward through things, and then she'll be like, you know what? Let's just go to the end and see what happened.
See, now I feel really bad and guilty. I'm sorry. I just admitted my faults to all of you. I guess I care about all of you. I watch the ads, the entire video. I comment on the video and I like it. I guess we have different priorities. I'm so ashamed.
Do you know how many times?
He watches all the videos, just so you know. He watches them.
Here's the thing.
Hey, Gather Together Homestead. How are you?
Here's the thing with Monica, though.
She could be having babies.
She also will watch the video, even if she's double tapping through everything.
He doesn't get the remote, Byron.
Even if she's double tapping through things, and she would not leave any comments at all. And she'll tell me about videos. She's like, "Oh, just like Rich's."
I forget.
Just like Rich's the other day, she was like, "You should have seen this video. It was really good. He kept my attention the whole time. I watched the whole thing."
I left a comment.
She's going through the whole thing.
I think I did.
Did you?
I'm pretty sure I did. Yes, I think I did. Pretty sure I did. But I think I watched the second video of his and didn't comment. Hey, Mariah, how are you? Just watched it on videos on 1.5 times. Right there. Right there. Exactly. Unfortunately, I am really.
What? You're on my.
Oh, sorry. Wrong one. I'm really bad about that. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Eric watches your videos all the way through and he lets all the ads run. The only time the ads run, if I'm watching, is if I'm actually not watching and I'm listening to you because you're in my pocket, which I do that too. So let me just rephrase. I don't fast forward or skip through all of your videos. Hey, Heather, how are you? There are times when I do listen and not watch, but listen to all the videos all the way through and even the ads. One, when I'm listening to your videos in the shower, don't touch anything because I don't get out of the shower to double tap the ad. And when I'm in the garden, if I'm listening to you in the garden, I don't come back to double tap. I listen to the whole thing. So during spring season, fall season, summer season, you're getting my attention. It's just the winter when I'm in front of my phone. I can't help it. I have a problem. It's a double tap.
Yeah, it's not even just double tap. It's really anything that has any kind of fast forwarding device or button. She is all about hitting the button. The one that gets me the most, though, because she's not a great fast forwarder.
I did not say that. I did not make a comment on that. I did bust myself. But I will say I do listen when I'm in the garden or in the shower.
You've already said that.
That's it. But I did not comment that, Rich. I did not comment on another video. You said I commented the wrong one.
Oh, no.
The day. Thank you.
Nope.
I'll look at that one. So if we're lucky then, we're lucky then if you're watching in the garden. Yes. If I am watching or listening to you in my garden, you get all the video. I get all the ads go through right there. Do not watch my videos, Eric. You're clear to watch. Sorry, I can't help it. I don't double click through all of it. Just a little bit. Do not let Monica fly the drone. I just can't help myself. I just have a problem.
You do have a problem.
Sorry.
Need to have an intervention for your remote control.
Eric and 1 or 2 times funnier, 1.5 or 2 times speed. Try it. See, people are going to be fast forwarding us now. All of our watch times, all of our analytics, all because of me.
I think if you're watching it 1.5 times, you're still getting credit for the watches.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah.
And Rich said, I feel a bit weird if you're watching my video in the shower. Just saying. I don't watch it in the shower. I listen to it. You're like a podcast at that point. You should feel honored. I listen to a lot of videos in the shower or while washing my face or brushing my teeth. Anytime I'm listening to in the bathroom, it's good. It's good stuff because I don't hit the fast forward button. It's called no patience. That's exactly it. Look, the thing is I don't have the patience that I need. I waste all my patience on my children. So I don't have patience for anything else. I'm sorry. People hate me now. They're like, she's awful.
I think they're starting to get a clearer picture now of what I deal with.
Hey, Ryan, how are you? Heavenly Hills Homestead. Oh my gosh.
That's why I just sit quietly and just let you.
Yeah, because I have no patience. Because I'm an awful fast forwarder.
You're awesome.
Awesome fast forwarder?
I was trying to repeat what you said, but it came out as awesome. I want to say hey to Ryan over at Heavenly Hills Homestead. If you guys didn't get a chance, we were on Heavenly Hills Homestead last week.
Mm-hmm. And then Rich was on just the other night.
Yeah. So that was Ryan's second live.
This year. I think he's only done a couple lives, really. No, he did another live on last Friday, because I think he had Hematite Homestead in there on last Friday. So he's done a couple of them. So I think Rich was like his third live. So
here's Heather Landskren.
Yeah. Yeah, she's been around.
She just said it's the first time.
Oh, it's first time in your live stream time. Oh, we've seen her in other ones. I've seen her in lots of other ones.
What, can I not greet her?
Sure, greet her away.
Hello, Heather.
Hey,
Glad
Heather.
you're in here. Thank you. That was much better. And you need to be nicer to these people because everybody knows that you hate videos now.
Yes, I'm sorry. I don't hate videos. Have you tried double tapping on Monica? No, he's not good at double tapping. I double tap. Hey, tapping's an actual thing. Have you seen the lady who taps? She does tapping on her face.
For what?
It's good for your skin. You tap.
How long are you going to do that?
It's good for your skin.
So
most times she's cutting you off. Every now and then she hangs herself out to dry. Yeah, that's true.
Thank you, Rich. I would just need to start getting screenshots of this so I can put it up, or like maybe do like community tabs or something like that.
Yeah.
What are you watching?
Nothing. Nothing. I'm not watching anything. Not watching anything.
Okay.
I just was putting a video on real quick. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Your mom's in
Sharon
here.
who?
Your mom. Do you know a lot of Sharons?
Sharon Bland. Good evening.
Do you know a lot of Sharons?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
It is. See, and Dale knows tapping is good for your skin and your mental health. You should look up there. There's ladies that tap. They do it.
They just that's like a video. They just like tap their face.
They tap. It's really good. Do you hijack one of your kids' bedrooms, or is that an office craft? This is a schoolroom / spare bedroom. Our friend James Butler, who was in here, that's his. You can't just do it like that. You have to do it like with like. You have to like clear
purpose.
mind. Yeah, purposefully tap. Anyway, yeah.
That's dumb.
Yeah. Anyway, yes, we use it for our guest bedroom and for all that. Yes, it was us first, then Hematite on Friday, then Rich from Old Swedes pulling off the huge help on Tuesday. I'm booked from now until mid-February. Yay, that's awesome.
Very nice.
I guess I should have said Happy New Year to all of you. Sorry to bring a bunch of double tap negativity to the party. No, it's okay. I was very happy with your video, and that's what I was trying to say. And I am not ashamed of that.
Hey, Mom's here.
I just wanted you to know that I wasn't throwing shade when I said that there was not another chicken video, not another egg video, because I thought your video was awesome.
We really got distracted there.
I know, because you were making fun of me. Not really.
You're the one that brought it up.
I threw myself under the bus.
Yeah.
I did. I really did.
Anyway.
What
were you going to say about that?
Rich's video was amazing.
No, I didn't feel like that was what you were going to talk about. But...
That was it.
Okay.
Is anyone interested in coming on, feel free to reach out. Yep.
There you go. If anybody's interested in being on live.
Yeah, see the EFT tapping lady. Look right there.
Wait, I'm trying to like do a plug for.
Sorry. Oh, go where? Oh, for Heavenly Hills? Yes, for sure.
There you go. That's the tapping right there.
Sorry.
Did you see that? She just took it away from Ryan. I'm trying to support him.
I support Ryan too.
Okay. So if anybody wants to support Ryan, don't double tap his videos. Just go over and check him out.
Have a good night, guys. Gather Together Homestead's leaving.
What? Byron's getting ready to come on and they're rolling out.
I know.
That's messed up.
Let's see. Yeah, she has control. And your dad's in here too.
What's going on, Dad?
See, look, Lori's got to go. Grapes and ranch dressing, Monica. I ain't got nothing. I'm disappointed. I will get ranch dressing and grapes, and I will try it out for you. Maybe I'll do it on a live. Maybe we'll do it on a short.
No, we're not going to waste our time on a short with ranch dressing.
You might like it. You never know. We might start a trend. And we'll give all the credit to LG Homestead.
I don't think anybody's going to be like, guys,
this is good. You never know.
Look at this trend.
I had to figure out how to make face access for the videos.
Can you double tap on shorts?
I don't think so.
Have you found a way to do it yet?
I watch shorts all the way through.
Even if it's a full 59 seconds?
Yeah. I can focus for 59 seconds.
Way to go.
Just not much beyond that. But see, like earlier though, I was watching, so that's why premieres are good too, because like I watched Byron's premiere earlier all the way through. I didn't double tap it. That's because you can't.
That's because you can't.
But I was watching it. I did rewind though for a second to go look at that little cow, and then I fast forwarded. So I didn't really double tap it, but I might have skipped a few seconds because I went back to the live portion of it. But that wasn't it. That wasn't a thing. Did you miss? No, we're talking to Byron in just a second. We're going to pull him up here. Let's say you need to use your pinky for the double tap on shorts. No, don't double tap shorts.
I bet you're going to try that.
2 shorts. Pinky up. Boop, boop. Double tap. I can do that. I'll try it.
Oh my goodness.
Boop, boop. No, I can't. I can't do it. Okay. Let's bring our guest up because I have to go to the bathroom. So I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
So you're gonna leave too? She's double tapping herself out of this video.
I have to go pee. I just drank all of this. So we're gonna let Byron come up here. You can chat with Byron for a second, and then I'll come back.
You're gonna leave me alone with the guest?
Yes, for a second. He's cool with that. See, let's step up. Okay. All right. So we have a guest tonight. He's awesome. You guys have met him before. I'm sure of it. And let's see if I can do it because
you can do it.
Thing's not working. It's Byron.
There you go. You did it.
Yeah, right there.
Now you're going to go double tap on that restroom break, right?
I will double tap you right out of here. You better be nice. All right, hold on. Wow. Okay, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
She's just
coming with the heat tonight.
Aaron, you talk to Byron.
Jeez, she's even bossing me as she's running out the door.
Man.
Yeah. Just slamming the door and everything too.
No respect.
First of all, I want to compliment you on your lighting. It's
thanks. I want to compliment you on your lighting. It looks awesome.
My lighting is trash.
What? No, it looks good, man. It looks good.
No, one of the things that we've worked on.
Shows the twinkle in your eyes.
Oh, stop. No, I've watched a lot of videos on how to make your videos better, like transitions, and so I try to work those in periodically. But of course, lighting is a huge thing, and that's some of the guys that I follow. They're not necessarily in the homesteading world, but they're definitely in the realm of trying to help people learn how to be better creators. And so that's one of the things that they talk about when they're stationary, kind of like you are, is having lights behind you. It makes the foreground pop a little bit better because of the lighting in the background.
Gotcha. Yeah, it can help backlighting. This was because a friend, another YouTuber, had them at a garage sale, and they're like, "Anybody want these?" And I was like, "I'll take them." And she's like, "I'll trade you for a shirt." And I was like, "Okay, I'll send you a shirt." So there you go.
Hey,
she wanted to get rid of them, and I was like, "I'll take them."
Bartering is always good. Are they actually? Are you able to show me what they look like?
No, it'd be too difficult.
Are they like just? What are they like? Is it like a strip?
No, they're two little square lights.
Oh, okay.
They're just little square spotlights, and you can change the colors on them. It's got a little remote for each of them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so you can change the brightness, and you can have them strobe. You can do lots of stuff with them.
Do you have two different remote controls, or is it one that controls both?
Yeah, it's two different ones, but one of them, oddly enough, works for both of them. So.
Oh, okay. So how do you get them to change different colors like that?
I block the signal from one and go to the next.
See, you're the techie guy. You know that stuff, huh?
I try.
Yeah,
but not techie as you are, to where you lose the remote to Monica.
That's messed up, man. That's messed up.
Hey, you have to talk to her about that.
You know what, though? Honestly, most of the time when we're watching something, I would rather her have it, because if you don't let her have it, then it's she won't be paying attention. No, she won't be paying attention.
What?
Oh.
So if she has the remote, then she's paying attention, and then we're able to actually do the same thing.
Oh, because she's looking to see where to push the button at what moment.
No, I just need to touch it. I have a problem. I need to hold the remote so I can just like mess with it, fidget with it.
How about with driving?
With driving?
Yeah, if you guys are in the same vehicle, does Monica have to drive?
No.
Okay.
Although
I like to be chauffeured around.
Yes.
I like to be chauffeured like I'm a queen.
I'm
waving to people.
Monica is she acts like she's about 90.
Oh, okay.
I don't like driving at night. Because people are jerks. And it's dark.
She says people are jerks.
You know what? Let's say 1,000 words.
What she really means is that they have headlights on.
Yeah.
And she's like, they're shining at my eyes. It's like, no, it's called driving.
Hey, you know what, though? I'm with her. Some of those lights are extremely bright. It looks like they have like 3 high beams on. I'm like, I can't even see the road, and I have good eyesight.
So we were, as Monica was saying earlier, we were watching your premiere there, and there was a couple scenes where you were driving around. Do you have a sedan or something like that? You have a shorter car, a smaller car?
SUV, yeah.
Oh, you have an SUV.
So he's like mid-size.
So yeah, so
these big trucks in Texas.
So my car that I drive is a Sonata, so it sits lower to the ground.
Mm-hmm. Like
and it is an absolute nightmare in the back roads of the country, where first of all, newer vehicles all have like that crisper white light for their headlights. But then all the people who are in SUVs, pickup trucks, semi, I mean, whatever it is, anything that's bigger than mine. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've flashed people because they're blinding me.
Yeah.
And then they flash back that they don't have their high beams on. And I'm like, oh, sorry. It's just everything's in my eyes. I can't stand it.
Yeah. It's like it's the, what do you call it? The temperature or the color of the lighting. Sometimes it's not even the intensity. It's just the color of the lighting. It seems brighter to our eyes.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the problem I have with a lot of these younger people too. They have the trucks that they jack up even higher.
Man.
And then they put like the bar lights on the underside of the grill or up on top. And man, it's just like, come on, bro, give me some space, please.
Man, you know what, Monica? He's going to fit in really well, with that old man talk of like, get off my lawn, type of thing. It's like them and them whippersnappers, they got them high rolling wheels and them trucks. And they got the little light bars.
Yeah. Well, see, even my daughter, though. Okay. So my daughter just turned 18 back just a few months ago. And she was saying yesterday, a couple days ago, she was like, yeah, I don't like these lights either shining in my face at night. Because now I don't drive it much at night. I'll drive wherever I need to go. But she was like, yeah, I can't stand driving in front of you, Mom, because I drive a bigger SUV. And she's like, your headlights literally shine right into my eyes because it's off of that rear view. And I'm like, just fix your rear view mirror. She's like, no, it's just, it's blinding. I'm like, oh my gosh, but she's 18. So she gets it.
Well, now what I will say though, is when we first moved here, I went to get my eyes checked and the doctor was saying that it is harder out in the country because they don't have all the street lamps. So when you have no lights and then all of a sudden you have lights, it's harder for your eyes to adjust.
Right. We got El Natural. It's called the moon and the stars. It's not overcast. And if you're a werewolf, it's a plus.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Right.
Well, my kids, we walk next door. My in-laws live next door. And on Sundays, a lot of times we'll walk next door to go eat dinner. And then we'll come back. And it's always dark when we come home because we come home in the evening. And the kids will take flashlights and walk just from next door and they'll walk on the road and they'll have flashlights. And I'm like, guys, if you just walk, you can see. Just let your eyes adjust to the dark a little bit. It's not that bad. But these people will be like having to have giant flashlights to see the road. I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. We have like the little, I don't know, those like country and, those lights that they have in the country, they have those light poles that sit on the edge of the property.
Yeah. Electric poles. Uh-huh.
Yeah. The electric poles. Yeah. No, they have like.
Hey, you got any of them out there where you live?
I don't know what them things are, but I'll find them.
But it's like one light. It's like you have to pay for that one light, though. It's not just a normal electric pole.
Yeah,
we have to pay for our one stupid light on our property.
How much are those a year? Are they like $50 or something? Or
it's like $35 a year. But it's still the point that you got to pay for it.
Now she's starting to sound like a Karen over here. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
hey, you guys are a perfect match made in heaven at this
point. There you go, right there. Here's the thing, ready? The guy that came out here to fix that light, I don't know, it's probably I want to say it was 2 summers ago. He came to fix the light because I had called and said, hey, look, I've been paying for a light that hasn't worked in like 6 months. Just take it off my bill, or because I would pay monthly fee. Just take it off my bill, or go ahead and come out and fix it. And they said, okay, we'll come out and fix it. So the guy gets out here and we've got our big, what is it? The water catchment things, like big totes, the IBC totes over there.
Yeah.
And the guy is super mad because he's got to go around the IBC totes to climb up the pole to get the light fixed. And he's like, if you would have had this stuff moved around, he was getting so mad. I'm like, this is literally your job, dude. Get up there and fix the light and stop complaining about it. But he was like so mad and grumpy about it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I hope this light never burns out again, just because he's such a grumpy man.
Yeah, the pole climbers, they want it to be a certain way because otherwise it makes their job difficult.
Well, all he had to do was hop the fence and get into the neighbor's yard and go from that end. But he didn't want to do that because I pay for the light. I'm like, there it is, a security light right there.
Okay.
That's what they call it, a security light.
It's called a lamp post.
No, it's not a lamppost. It's not a livestock
light.
No, it's called a security light. It's bright enough at my house and my in-laws' house that we can go back and forth. And the one that we have actually is right there by my garden. So there are nights where as soon as it's starting to get dusk out there, you can actually just have that light and you don't really need a lot of extra light to finish watering or whatever. I don't use flashlights when I'm watering a lot of times in the spring and summer.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway. Well, see, you made fun of my security lights. Actually a thing. Security light. Not just a regular light pole.
I'm not really sure how it's a security light.
Eric might pronounce it security.
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 Security. Yeah. No, it's actually a security light. That's what it's called.
I don't think that. I don't feel like the light that's 100 feet away from the house is much security.
That's what it's literally called on our bill.
Is it?
Yes.
I want proof.
Call the farmer's
proof
co-op.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Byron, do you have
the farmer's co-op?
Do you have a security light?
There was one, but yeah, not anymore.
See, they're usually by the road, and if they burn out, and I know for me, the farmers co-op that we're a part of, they'll still charge you. They don't know when it's burned out.
Yeah.
So you've got to tell them it's burned out.
You know why they call it a security light, Eric? Because
no, I didn't know that
they secure it on your bill.
Yeah, secure. Yeah, exactly.
See.
Yeah, see, we don't have street lights around here though. That's the thing. We don't really have street lights. There's only a few security lights up the street. Not everybody has one. Not everybody has one. Just saying.
Everybody's got one.
No, not everybody has one. Are you seriously going to argue with this? I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to take pictures and put it up on my Instagram.
You make me take this jacket off.
And put it up on my Instagram and show everyone.
You start to make me sweat.
Can you do that after the chupacabra picture though? I want to see that.
I didn't take a picture. I know there's a picture somewhere of that. My sister probably has evidence on her phone.
It's called
you need a picture of that first.
Yeah, I should get that.
Isn't it a bald bear or a bald raccoon or something?
It was not.
Or a bald coyote?
It was not. It was definitely a chupacabra.
Oh, okay.
Just saying. I'm just saying.
My goodness.
So I saw you got your cow back on your property.
Yep.
Did you ask what kind of cows there were yet?
No, we were talking about lighting. That's how we got onto the lighting.
Oh, he really likes your lighting in your.
I told Marty, I compliment him.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, you missed
I complimented him on your guys' lighting too.
It's horrible.
This is just a room with a bunch of pictures.
Maybe it's just you guys. You guys being on there just brightens it up.
We lighten it up.
That's what it is.
Well,
that's right. Lighten it up.
Transparent skin.
You don't want these heavy videos that just drop to the bottom. You want some ones that rise to the top.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so what kind? I saw the little black and brown cows. Are they just Angus? Are they Angus crosses? Because they're super cute.
No, they're actually Simmentals. And so you got some of the white. Let's see here. The brown one is kind of like a Brangus, and Brangus. I think that's what she is. And then some of the light colored ones are like a cross with a Charolais.
Got it. Yeah,
accidental crossing. We'll just say that.
Yeah, we got some Charolais crosses here, and then we've got the Brangus. I could tell there was one that looked like a Brangus because it had the ears. It looked like the ears with the Brangus. That's why I was like, oh, very nice.
Probably, yeah.
You know, they got that little fuzzy ear, and then they got the longer ears, and we've got a couple look like that, and they're so cute.
Yeah. I think the brown ones say, well, she's part Brangus and I think something else, but it's like a smaller mix. And the rest of them though are Simmentals. That's the purebreds.
So nice. Now I haven't really dealt with them a whole lot. What's their character like?
Their temperament?
Just depends on which one you get. But like the bull that we have, he is like a puppy. He is the sweetest cow I think we've probably had without working with him on a regular basis.
Okay.
He literally just walk up and say, "Hey, can you rub my head?" and just stand there.
Oh,
that's all he does, and he's huge.
Yeah, we have our Brangus bull is like that, but our Hereford is not like that. He doesn't really care to be touched. I mean,
he's a little more standoffish.
Yeah, he'll let you get close, but the Brangus certainly does not care. I mean, you can go up there and pat him, punch him. He doesn't care.
Yeah, it just depends upon the cow, and then also, I mean, temperament is different for each cow. It's kind of like, any kind of pet or anything like that. I mean, you can have some really nice ones, and you can have some ones that are mean, and you have to work with them all the time.
Yeah.
So
the mean ones I work with right into the freezer.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, there's one on the list right now that I would like to, but apparently my parents are like, no, not yet. I'm like, okay. But
well, I mean, that was because your video was playing while we were eating dinner, so we were kind of coming in and out of the room while it was playing. And that was one thing when I saw the fence that was destroyed, I was like, I wonder if that's one of them Brammers.
The Brammer.
Could be.
Because them Brahmin, man, them things are crazy. When we used to buy and sell cattle, calves specifically, those were the ones that we always had to watch. And the more Brahmin they looked, the crazier they were. Them things were jumping fences that are 5 foot, 5.5 feet tall. No problem.
Oh, yeah. And they don't even care if they get cut up or anything like that by the fence. They will just plow through it. And yeah. Well, this one in particular that I'm thinking about, it jumped. It was in a side of a pipe fence. So it jumped over the pipe fence into our yard. And of course, this was at like 4:30 in the morning because we had a big delivery. Yeah, we had a big delivery going up to Oklahoma. And so we were able to load most of them except for this one. She jumped over the fence, and I'm like, well, now we got to go find her. And of course, at 4:30 in the morning, it's dark outside, and this is an all black calf. So we're trying to figure out where she is. We're walking around the house, and I can't find her. I walked all the way around the house, and then I sent somebody around the other way so that in case we were just walking around the same direction. And then what we found out was once she jumped into the yard, she jumped over the next fence to get back into the pasture on the other side of the house. And that's why we couldn't find her, because she was like, she had already ran down to the back of the pasture and everything. I was like, good grief. A lot of times cows will do that. Like they'll literally jump a fence because they think they like it out there. And they're like, wait a second. I'm not with my friends. I got to go back. So they jump back over. That's what happened with this calf.
Oh, I see. Did it actually make it back with its family? Okay.
Yeah. So the night before I went out there, I'm like, okay, I'm still missing one. I just know I am. And I could see it in the back, and it would not come back. It was acting like it was wild or whatever. And so that next morning, I'm like out there looking for it, can't find it. And I think one of my parents went back there, like, oh, yeah, it's back in the yard there. I saw it. And then I went back and looked at my video. I'm like, are you kidding me? Walking for like a mile, walking everywhere, checking all the fences, doing everything. I'm like, are you kidding?
I like my favorite one was a little pasture that we had. We only had 3 of them on this pasture, and the one got out of the yard or the pasture, couldn't figure out how to get back in. So it just sat down like right on the edge of the street. And the owner, I guess, was going to work at like 5:30 in the morning or whatever, and texted me and was like, hey, there's a cow that's on the outside of the fence just sitting there. I was like, okay. Yeah. So, and it was easy. I just walked her right back, opened the gate, walked her in. She wanted to go back in. She just couldn't figure out how to get back in.
She's also the same one that decided to walk out the front gate the one day when they left the back pasture gate open the one time. She walked straight out the pasture gate, walked straight down the sidewalk, and put herself in the middle of the street. She wanted to eat the grass on the other side of the road, and so she was eating in the ditch line. So then I go onto the Nextdoor app, that like the app or whatever that tells you all your neighbors, and one of the neighbors has a picture of my cow, and it says, there's a cow out on road, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, that's Rose. That's my cow. Okay. Yep. So I go driving down the street in the 4-wheeler. And she was literally, down the street on my street that I live on. I can see her from my house. And I'm like, yeah, she's standing out in the middle of the road. And so we had to corral her back in, and we just let her walk in the front gate. I was like, that's so stupid. She's so stupid. We kept her for 3 more years. So I guess we're the stupid ones.
Well, want to say hey to Darren from Thor Haven. Yeah. Welcome. Appreciate you getting in here. Hey, so I'm sure living on a farm, dealing with different animals and stuff like that, it always seems like it's at the most inopportune time that something happens. So do you have a story or a time that was not convenient that they just happened to get out?
Oh, I'm trying to remember. I'm sure I have. It's probably subconsciously trying to subvert it out of my mind. I'm sure you guys have those too. And one of your kids brings it up and they're like, that didn't happen, did it?
Well, the time that came to my mind was Easter morning, which, we're the night before, everybody's making sure they're getting their special clothes out. Monica's got everybody's matching clothes, all this stuff. And I get a call from my brother-in-law.
Every holiday.
Right there. That's my brother-in-law.
You bet.
He calls me.
Out of town.
He calls me early Sunday morning and says, hey, the cow's out of the pasture. So we went down there and we had to wrangle this thing up and finally got her back into the pasture. Well, because it was so late by the time we got them in, it was me and two of my boys and one of my nephews. We just loaded in the truck and went off to like the closest church we could find, because it was like, I'm sure it's like 11 o'clock service. Let's just go in here and see what they got going on. And, so that's what we did. We didn't even spend Easter service together as a family.
Yeah. Holidays. That's when everything happens here. Holidays or birthdays. That's when things always, like, it never fails. If we're trying to do any kind of ranch work on a holiday or right around a holiday or birthday, something always happens or goes wrong. It never fails. It's so ridiculous.
All about celebrating the mess.
Exactly. Celebrating the mess of ranch life. Well, on New Year's Eve this past year, we had our friends in from Illinois, and New Year's Eve on that Saturday morning, we were out running cattle through the chute. Before we got together that evening, we had cattle running through the chute that day, working on pink eye, because we had pink eye go through the herd. So here we are patching up all over. Yeah. Pink eye in January.
That's really weird.
Isn't that strange? I mean, it's not the time. Pink eye is transmitted through the flies. The flies will get on the eyes and they'll go to another one.
It'll be like late spring.
Yeah, no, we had a whole mess of pink eye. We actually had two of them that were completely ulcered already on their eyes. So we must have missed it for about a month or so. And I'm like, how do you have pink eye all the way through December? And we just now realized what was happening.
I don't think I've even seen pink eye.
Yeah. So you can actually, when their pink eye so most of the time you'll notice pink eye on the white faces, the Herefords, and they'll kind of squint. They'll do this squint thing and they'll have a swollen bottom lid. And you'll see it on other cows too, but it's very easy to see on the white face cows, whether it's red with white face or the black with white face, anything that has that white face where you can see it. And they'll squint and you'll see it'll get puffy. It's obvious that that's pink eye. The problem is that the two cows that we had the ulcers on, they weren't squinting at all. They just had complete ulcered over the eye. And so Eric's like, oh my gosh, I think he's blind. And then sure enough, he noticed on a couple girls, oh, here it is. That's exactly what it is. Because two of our Herefords were just like walking around like this with one squinty eye. And you could see it was puffy and a little red. And I realized that, it was pink eye. So sure enough, here I go. Gotta get the, shots in them. We even put eye patches on a couple of them because we thought it was funny to put eye patches on them. And actually, it's actually better for them.
Right.
So see, look, they have to lift up their hair to check their eyes, but they have these eye patches so you can put the medicine in their eye and patch it so that it doesn't get, the sun will actually can make it worse. And with the temperatures we've had being so mild, it was probably best to put the eye patches. So we've got
one way to celebrate Pirate Day.
Yeah, we have pirate cattle out there right now. But that's exactly it. Everything happens on holidays or birthdays, and we didn't miss a new year without having some incident. So it wasn't anything terrible, but it was still a thing. So something always happens with the cattle.
Yeah, I think it was interesting on your video too. You were talking about when you were driving. I'm trying to think of the word you used. What was it? The lesson you were teaching.
Oh, just talking
about. Was it like just?
Shoot, I have it on video.
The only thing you can control is your response.
Yep.
Yeah.
Things in life. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things I learned through ranching and farming and stuff like that, because everything never happens when it's convenient, and it's always inconvenient. Like to find the fence broken down, or for somebody to call you and say the cows are out, or.
Well, it was dark on that video. It was getting dark. I noticed because the video was bright, and then it was like dusk, and you're in the back of the pasture, and I'm like, there you go. There's a problem happening on the ranch right there, because that's when it always happens, when you're getting ready to go for dinner, or something else is going to happen. You're getting ready to leave.
Yeah, you're like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and eat dinner, and then I'll go, check on the cows and give them some water. Just give me a little break here, and I'll wait a little bit. Nope.
Yep. Exactly.
It's when you regret your decision to eat first.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think that's, those are definitely lessons you learn living on the farm, putting other things before yourself, learning how to handle the situation.
You bet.
Because, I'd be lying if I didn't say there was a time or two where things went flying or things are getting tossed.
Yep. You betcha.
That's what those are the parts we cut out of the videos. Get that out of there.
Oh, that's why my vlogging is actually so nice, because it was like really pretty real. I wasn't editing too much. I think I edited some of the stupid parts where I was maybe putting the camera down on my side or putting it in my back pocket and walking around for a few minutes, but that was pretty raw.
That proves for some interesting shots.
yeah. Here's Monica's
on the ground. Look at the ground, guys, just waving back and forth.
Rich is leaving. Good night, Rich. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to double tap you. Boop, boop.
No. Boop, boop.
Oh,
yeah, come on.
Pinky finger. Boop, boop. I'm trying that. I don't think my phone's big enough to pinky double tap. I'm going to have to try that. I don't think I can do it on my phone.
Oh, okay.
It's going to throw me off. I definitely have to use the first finger to double tap.
So for those who don't know, I met Byron for the first time, and I guess you too.
Yeah.
The first time when we did our Skillshare meetup, which was in, what was the name of that town?
Down in Edom.
Edom. There you go.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in September.
When I think of it, I think I want to say Eden, and I'm like, nope, wasn't Eden.
Yeah, it was Edom. That's where I actually went for blueberry picking a couple years back, like years back. Yeah, there used to be a big blueberry farm down there, and they sold it. So yeah, that was a nice place.
There's one not too far from where we are, but
yeah,
maybe I don't see the fascination behind it, but they're just kind of grown in like 55, you know, them blue 55-gallon drum.
Yeah. Protein tubs.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Right. They're just kind of yay tall.
I think they're bigger ones too.
Yeah. Like a 55-gallon drum that they cut in half and then,
gotcha.
You know, and then they just kind of lay them out and they grow the blueberries in that.
Yeah.
And that's what you walk up and down. I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe I'm thinking of something that's going to be a little bit more elaborate, but
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. This was a really big farm, but anyway, that was in Edom. I had been there before, but that was a nice drive for us. And so, yeah, we met you down there. We met Byron down there. Eric was like, I don't know who this guy is at first.
I'm horrible with
just creeping. That's all in the background.
Yeah.
With names for the first time or whatever. And
I knew you were. So that's when I'm like, yeah, this is who I am. They're like, oh, okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're here.
Well, yeah, but you know, later on when I thought about it, I was like, okay, I got it.
You're like, that's the weird guy that always says, yeah, buddy, inside the chat.
Well, I was thinking about it too, and I was like, you know what? I don't know how many videos I've actually seen him in at this point, but I did see, because the video that I had watched where I had actually seen you first time was with the you had the water trough that you repaired for your niece.
Yeah.
I think? Was it your niece?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I watched that video, and I did not double tap that video, by the way. I watched that one all the way through. But I watched it, I was like, this guy's cool. I like this guy. But at that point, I don't think I actually realized that it was you, even though you looked really familiar to me at the Skillshare. I couldn't place you. So I'm like, how do I know this dude? Because I kept like looking at him. I was like, I know him, but I don't know where I know him from. So it was really funny when you introduced yourself. I'm like, haha, yes. Okay.
He's still not much of a creepy guy now, maybe. Just look around in the background and just like, I don't know.
Well, I guess it's to figure out how I probably looked super creepy, because I would like look at people and be like, I think I know that person.
Eric can agree with that.
I think I know that person, but I just don't know how to place how I know them. But yeah, no, I remember that video. That was the one video I was like, oh, that's a cool video. I like that. Because, you know, we've got a few of those tubs where we've used for other things. We've not repaired them to use them for water, but we have a few of those that we've used for other things. We use one of them now for some animals we put in at nighttime, and they've got the holes at the bottom, but we put all the deep bedding in there. So we use it for the Muscovies. So it works that way. But,
well, this one worked for a temporary fix. It didn't work for long. I think it lasted. I was actually surprised. It lasted about 5 weeks.
Nice.
With that tape stuff. So it worked pretty well. But I mean, the right way to do it would be to weld a new, steel plate back onto the bottom of it and paint over it. Or there's Marine JB Weld. I could also do that and throw that on there. But I haven't. There's a lot more rust on it. We may be just using it for a raised flower bed or something. So,
yeah, I was gonna say, put some herbs in it. Put some flowers, something in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's one out here next to our house that we just use right now as a catch-all for all the buckets and things that the kids throw in it while they're taking all their stuff out to do the animals. And I think I'm going to take that one and make it and use that for some medicinal herbs, because after looking at the store and seeing all the shortages that are out there, I think I'm definitely going to be growing some more medicinals this year. I need to figure out how how to do it though. It's one of those things that I'm like afraid to put certain things next to each other because I don't know how to do it.
Do you know anybody that does medicinal herbs? Like any like nearby one here in Texas somewhere that might know something about herbs?
Well, I know Carmen does.
Exactly.
But I need to like have her come over and like plan it and tell me where to put it. Like I feel like if I don't, I feel like she could probably be like, yeah, Monica, do like this. But then I don't know that I can put it in there and feel confident enough to do it. I feel like I need her to come over and be like, here's your pot. Here's where you're going to put this. You're going to put this here. I want her to show me.
Kind of like a little like draw out of a plan of like where you want different things.
I need her to show me. Okay, Teresa, I'm going to send you a picture of my bin and I need you to show me where to put the things so they won't hurt each other. Because that's what I'm always afraid of too. I love to learn about companion planning. I like to make sure that things are going to work together and not against one another. And that's one of the things I think I'm worried about a little bit is that I'm going to take all the time to plant a few items. And if I put them next to one another and they don't belong there and they're not friends, then you could ruin all that work. And so I'm like nervous. So I might have to have Carmen or maybe I'll have Teresa draw me a map of where to put these.
Yeah. That'd be a good collab.
That's a lot more to it than I realized. There's just like, even now I was looking at my greenhouse and I walked out there yesterday because, you know, it's really nice weather here. Was it yesterday or was it Tuesday?
Yesterday was 82, right?
Yesterday was like in the 80s. Yeah, it was super warm. I walked outside. I was like a new woman. I like blew out the door. I was like, yes. And I walked into my greenhouse and I like looked around and I got mad because Eric left some stinky fish bucket in there.
No, that's a video.
It's nasty.
Leave that alone.
Anyway, it smells really bad and I'm going to take it and dump it in a minute.
So Eric, were you a new man? You just opened the door and you're like, the sun is shining.
No, that was me.
I'm at work.
He was at work.
I'm at work suffering. She's at home living her best life.
Yeah, all the windows were open. I was functioning. I mean, I was like full functioning mom. I was teaching homeschool lessons. I was cleaning out the shower, throwing trash. I mean, I was doing chores. I was doing dishes. I did all kinds of stuff yesterday. So I like walked into the greenhouse and I was like all excited.
I like this, Monica.
Yeah. And then I walked in there.
Did you see his face of surprise? Like, what?
I know. He was like, you were doing chores, house chores?
Man.
Needless to say, I walked in the greenhouse and I was super excited because I was like, I'm organizing all my seeds. I bought one of those seed organizer things, super psyched, organized my seeds. And then I went into the greenhouse and immediately felt like overwhelmed because I was like, how am I going to use this greenhouse? Like, how do I use it?
It's very easy.
No, like, how do I use it?
You want me to write you directions? I mean, look, just get it on YouTube and you figure it out.
No, because everybody wants to show you how to build them. But when do I use it here in Texas? Like, there's a window of time.
Yeah.
And I don't know if now's the right window. So now I'm worried that if I don't, like,
if I don't need to open a window.
No, there's already an open window in there. It goes and it opens and closes. But I don't know what to do with it. And like, I want to use it, but I don't know what to do with it. So now I'm stuck. So now I'm YouTubing when to use or how to use your greenhouse to grow stuff because I can grow with grow lights.
It sounds like you know the how, you just don't know the when.
Yes. Maybe. I don't even know if I know the how.
Byron's very methodical.
I know. I need to figure out when to use it. If you're in Texas and you know when I can use my greenhouse and how to use it, please let me know.
Byron, do you grow vegetables and stuff like that as well?
I don't. My parents did the tub thing like you guys were talking about. It's kind of a different system. You kind of make, I can't remember what it's called, like landscaping fabric that's permeable, lets water through. So you fill up the buckets and you put that landscaping fabric down and you have like a little PVC pipe where you can drop the water in. And so that way you can just leave water in the bottom all the time.
Oh, like the Kratky method, like the hydroponic. Right.
Very similar. So they did that. They tried it, but as just about every other plant, it got burned to the ground. Right. They got a little bit of tomatoes out of it, but this year was not a good year for stuff. It just got burned. Yeah.
This year, everything in my garden burned up too. I feel like really fast. I mean, in years past, I have had pickles galore. I have had like cucumbers coming out of my ears. I had tomatoes coming out of my ear balls, everything all the time. This past year, I feel like everything burned up as it was coming out. Like I was getting little waves of things, but not like I've had in years past. Greenhouse for Texas, for us, the when is easy when there isn't 5 foot of snow. Yeah, see, it's easy when you're in a different climate. So I was reading a little bit about it, and they were saying that if you're in a like zone 5, then when you plant in a greenhouse, you actually knock it up to like a zone 7. So in the greenhouse, your climate would be like a zone 7. I'm like, well, I'm a zone 8, zone 8A. So what then? Am I a zone 9 or 10? That's cray. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Earballs. That's a thing. That's a thing. Earballs, Ryan.
Yo.
Yeah. Ears and eyeballs. It's all together. Ear and eyeballs.
Oh, what was going to ask? What do you guys do as far as compost goes? Do you guys have some kind of methodology that you guys rotate, manure or, from your different animals? You guys put it together and put it in a pile? I mean, what do you guys do? Or food scraps? So
we basically, we put the compost out for the spring season. Mm-hmm. So basically after we put it on our garden.
What do you mean? What are we using for compost?
I'm going to get to that.
Oh, you're
all the above.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So basically, once we empty the compost out over our garden at the spring season, then that's when we start filling it back up again. And this is a big box. It's like a 10 by 10 box. And I made it big enough so I can get my tractor in there. I have 3 walls so that I can get it all up into the bucket, because before it was hard to do and I'd have to get out there with a shovel. So I actually got some telephone poles and split them and put them in the ground, and then put 2x6 or 2x8 boards all the way up the walls. It's not.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's I kind of got the idea from some of those like landscaping places that you would go if you're looking for mulch or stone or something.
Or they do like big rock and everything like that. They get the big concrete walls up on the back and the sides.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once we start adding to it, it's any kind of scrap from the house.
No meat, but all the other
stuff.
stuff.
No meat, but like all the vegetables and stuff like that, that'll go in there.
Tea bags, coffee grounds. Eric drives me nuts with the coffee grinds. Because we have little K cups. So he takes a little K, he like taps it in the bowl and then
Well, here's the thing though, is you have to be diligent about doing it. You can't wait until 2 months before you need to put it in the garden and say, I need to start a compost pile.
Otherwise, acidity level will be way too high and you can't use it.
Right. Yeah. Right. So if you start the moment that you fill up or take it all out, get ready to start filling it back up. But yeah, so we'll do that. But then we take like all of our chicken manure and straw that's, throughout the year, we just throw that in there.
Yeah.
Cow manure, rabbit manure, pretty much anything that's compostable, we'll just throw it into the bin. I don't rotate it because, as I said, it's either a 10 by 10 or 12 by 12 bin. So it's really big, and I only if I'm out there with my tractor am I turning it. But when you're in Texas, you leave it out there for a couple months, it's already dried out.
It's hot. Yeah. It gets hot really fast. Yeah.
You had water in there, stuff like that to keep some of that moist in there at all? No. Okay.
No, we have enough animals that are turning over too, because it is in the pasture. It's right behind the barn, so it's hidden. So if you came onto our property, you would not see it unless you were back in the pasture. So you have all the cattle in that pasture right there. That'd be a great place to put something like that if you weren't having to go. I mean, we go to ours often and dump stuff, but if you had just cattle and you were dealing with just the cows as your animals, that might be a great place to put it in the pasture somewhere, so that you could just take all the cow manure and locate it, just stick it in there. The kids will go out with the 4-wheeler and a trailer, and they scoop poop around the pasture to get the cow manure picked up, and they dump that in the compost area, and then they continue to pile in the other stuff. But I mean, most people, back in Maryland, we used to go pick up big loads of horse manure because we wanted some sort of manure to use as compost. And so in Maryland, we didn't have access to a lot of animals. We had some chickens that lived at my dad's house. And so all we had access to was chicken manure and some of the, shavings and bedding and stuff. And so then we went and purchased a bunch of I don't think it was composted at the time, was it? It was just fresh horse poop. And we took a big trailer out there and grabbed it and brought it back, and we laid it out there mixed in with the shredded, all the chicken stuff. And we put that on our garden in Maryland in the beginning of January, I want to say. And we let it sit, and it has to sit a little longer because in Maryland, you've got that coldness, and they get more rain than Texas does. And sometimes depending on the season, but we left that on there for quite a while. And then, so spring, it was ready. We would just turn it over as often as we could. And by spring, it was ready to go. But for us here, it seems like it just breaks down so fast that if we keep doing it over the summer, by right now, it's ready. I mean, we should have plenty of compost out there right now, which is great.
Nice. I didn't know if you guys did it like the what do you call it? Kind of like a worm farm type of thing. You add water in there, and then you put newspaper over the top to keep the moisture in, or mulch over the top. Yeah. That's what I was asking about, if you guys added water, but it's hard to do that if it's a little ways from the main yard.
It's from the barn. Yeah, it's kind of off the barn so much that we would have to. I mean, we have the totes back there, so we could water it. But it's funny because, you talk about the worm farm, the kids and I, we broke down all these boxes from the pumpkins over the fall, and some of them were just laid out on the ground. And basically just from the one box laying there, it started to decompose on the ground with all the pumpkins and the pressure and the rain and everything. And the kids lifted the edge of it in one of my vlog videos, and there were all these worms, baby worms, adult worms. And they were just like, this is awesome. And I'm like, yeah, we should definitely make a worm bin. And they were like, what? And so I told them, I said, that's something we need to do. So we still have a bunch of cardboard. So I think I'm going to try to do a worm bin as a project for school, because I think that would be something that they would really get a kick out of. Plus, it's super great. And I mean, it's not the massive amount of compost we need, but why not have a worm bin with all that wonderful goodness that we can put? Because I do use worm tea for my garden in certain areas. So
really,
I have used it for the garden before, and it works great. I like it. So why not make a worm bin and add to it a little bit?
Yeah, you can even make them out of 5-gallon buckets. I've seen, like, inexpensive if you want to start out simple. Yeah. I've never made it, but I've just looked into it. It looks really simple.
Well, I know the Naked Gardeners do it. And so I was like, well, I know they've got a couple videos on it, so I might go back and watch some of those videos and have the kids sit down with me and do that for sure too. And, sit down and watch a couple videos and decide what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. The good thing is about my boys is that if they see something they like and they enjoy, they put their mind to it, they can do it. So I think that I'm going to try to show them that and see what they want to do. We'll see.
You got a barn too that you can put them in.
Do what?
I said you have a barn you can put them in too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, stick them in that barn stall. Have a whole stall just for the worms.
Yep. Eric's like, yeah.
Stick them in the barn. Nowhere to throw them in the garden, Eric.
Well,
just sprinkling the worms around like I sprinkle all my seeds, like a garden princess.
Well, why don't you just put the cardboard in the garden?
Because they like lay eggs or they have babies. I don't know how they do it, but they have babies, and their little baby worms have babies, and then they poop, and all that poop is all the good stuff that you can collect.
But if you just do it in the garden, then you don't have to move them.
But they don't produce as like, there's more things to get to them in the garden. In the garden, they're unprotected. In the garden, the chickens and ducks are going to get them. See?
And the other thing is it'll help your compost if you want to cycle compost in and out of there. So you actually have better dirt, because they'll add in those nutrients that your compost is missing.
It's true.
So we did on Monica's podcast, they have what is that?
I don't know.
The
sponsor?
Yeah, the sponsor.
Podcast?
Podcast, yeah.
Do tell.
We've only done season 3. We haven't done season 4 yet. So season 3 just ended.
So Eric, where's your podcast?
I'm not allowed on.
Oh, okay. I meant your own. Make your own. Don't forget theirs.
We're gonna have to do my own. Yeah. If I had time, maybe.
Yeah, maybe you have time.
But no,
you and Jay can do one.
What's that?
You and Jay can do one.
There you go. Oh man, that would be crazy. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Jay could be like doing all kinds of stuff. You have to keep him grounded.
Yeah.
You guys got this.
Have you ever seen Jake's lives before?
I love his lives when he goes down.
I've caught one or two.
He calls it going down the rabbit hole. It's awesome.
That's awesome.
I'm with him. I'm all in. I'm like, yes, let's go. I got my shovel. We're digging.
Hopefully this rabbit hole doesn't collapse while I'm in it.
he gets the foil hat, so he's fine. He's protected. It's good.
Yeah, of course.
No, I watch
again.
Yeah.
I watch his, and then like my mind is blown with some different things, and I'm like, I can't keep watching him because he scares me sometimes.
I love it. I'll watch Jake's videos, and then I'm like making a list. I'm like, need to go get all these things. And then I'm making a list of all the things we don't have in our inventory. And I'm like, I've got to get this. I've got to get this.
You watch it and you're like, where's the aluminum foil? I need my hat.
Yeah.
I just stocked up at Costco today. It's totally fine.
Wrapping it around my head. Yeah.
No, I was actually thinking about Jake when I was going to place. I went after my video this past week. I decided I was going to buy a couple things to add to our first aid kit. that I knew I needed. And I was looking through thinking about our Skillshare, and I bought some bleed stop because I remember they talked about that. And I'm like,
absolutely,
I need to have some bleed stop because I only have an animal. I have like a bin like this of the animal bleed stop, but I don't know if it's still there, like powdered all together because it's been open. So I'm afraid the moisture has gotten to it. So I bought some bleed stop specifically for first aid kits. It'll last longer and it's not been open. So I'm having that. That's going to go in my first aid kit. So once I get my first aid kit stuff, I'm going to put together a little video of what I've got and then see that way I can look at my holes too. Because I think it's important to see, and share some of those things. Because you never know you never know what's in someone else's first aid kit that you haven't thought of. And I'm like, oh, we could do that. That's something smart to have. So yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was thinking about him when I bought that bleed stop. I was like, Jake would be so proud of me because I bought the bleed stop.
What did you, I'm going to put you on the spot now. What did you think? Yeah. What did you think about the Skillshare?
Ooh, that's a good question. I thought it was really good. I was really interested in it. I think that it's something that's much needed. Just in education and education systems, whether you're in public school, private school, or homeschooled, whatever in between, that's what's missing. It's missing in all parts of school is just being able to process an animal, knowing where to get your food outside of a grocery store or some kind of a store, how to take care of yourself, how to apply first aid outside of a Band-Aid or rubbing alcohol. I think that's important. That's something that, I know very little about. I'm sure I could get by, but just to be thinking about those things, because we don't. We're just like, hey, I can just go down the street and go to some kind of urgent care or something like that. I'll be okay. And that's the type of mentality that we have right now. And I think it's always good to cross-train yourself in different things. Don't just depend upon different systems for everything all the time. Mm-hmm. And I think that goes for everybody. You can't be a specialist in everything, but you can learn a little bit about really important things for yourself or your family or for friends. It's kind of like CPR. Really easy thing to get certified in. And I think everybody should get it. It's been a long time since I did it, but it's definitely something you can use. It's very simple. Yeah. And it's just one of those things you'll have with you the rest of your life. But I thought it was really cool how you guys had everybody up there. It was very welcoming, and it was down to earth type of thing. It's just like, hey guys, here's some different skills that I have, and I want to share it with you. So I thought that was really cool.
Oh yeah. I know. So you were at the first one. You didn't make the second one, right?
No, I didn't. I missed it.
He was camping out in the woods somewhere by a beautiful babbling brook.
Yeah. Babbling brook. I'll have to remember that. Next time I try to talk to it, I'm going to say, stop babbling.
Yeah, it's a babbling brook.
Yeah, no, I like the second one too, because we brought in a bunch of fresh faces. Some of the people I had never met before that were equally knowledgeable about different things. I think that is really a cool part about those, is to see that there's a lot of people out there that do live like that or want to live like that, and they have the skills to be able to share that with some other folks. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The one I thought was interesting was the solar panel. The individual guy that was very knowledgeable on that. I think that would be cool. I didn't get to catch the live. I didn't know if there's one out there about him talking, but it seemed really neat.
Yeah, I wonder I don't know if we were able to really get a live because of the internet in that area. It was really hard to get a good live of that. But it was a lot of really good information. I think that there's going to be more. I wanted to do another one in January, but it's just January came like fast.
Yep.
And with us being sick, like 3/4 of December, January came really fast. So, but I really like to get another one here soon, because I think it's super important, especially just seeing the way the economy and all the things are going. I would love to have another one soon so that we can kind of share some more skills that people have. And I think that's super important. I like meetups and stuff. It's nice to be able to chat with people, but I think that sharing those skills that you have while you're meeting with people, I think that's super important. Like, really.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think also that when you do get those, especially like a Skillshare where you're able to make those friendships or whatever, because I noticed that with one of the folks that comes in here quite often, what is it? Hobbs Dirt Ranch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Hobbs Dirt Ranch that, they live off the grid. And so when they were at that Skillshare, the second one, they weren't able to make the first one, but the second one, the gentleman that was teaching about solar panels, I mean, like you could see the twinkle in the eyes of all the guys who had solar panels. Like they were in a club, man. They were like,
they were.
Yes.
It literally was. It was like an exclusive club that they were like, no. And so like one would say something and the other one would be like, hey, don't you think that this voted this and that? And then they're like, yeah, well, that makes sense. But don't forget about this. I was tuning out. I was double tapping my way right out of that place. I was like, I can get out of here. I don't even know what you're all talking about. That was the one thing I couldn't stay focused on. I was like, I should go eat some food right now. So I left and went to the kitchen and ate food. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. I talked to, I can't remember who it was. Somebody I knew that or I'd met that was really into solar panels and all that stuff. And I said, okay, how do I get started in this type of thing? He goes, oh, that's easy. Just see what you need as far as a solar panel is concerned and start with a little shed or a barn room and try to get one light bulb to light up. Use battery, use a solar panel. Just start with that first. So then you understand the basics and then you can go from there, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Just do it cheap.
Yeah. Well, that was, I can't think of his name. It was his wife's name is Velma and it was Soar Like an Eagle Sanctuary is the guy that did it. He was at the first Skillshare and he's the one that did the presentation at the second one. And so it was really cool too, because his son was there and his wife was there and we got to meet his son, which was really neat too, because his son was getting ready for a big move. And it was just really nice. It was almost like you had gotten together with like a class reunion, but you never knew these people to begin with, but you just felt like you did. And you got together and you were just started talking like you had never not known them. And it was just really neat to see the camaraderie. And then, like he was saying, the Hobbs Dirt Ranch, our friends, Chris and Jocelyn, they are friends with some of the people that were at the original Skillshare. And so they got together with them just recently with a friend of ours, Misty. So we met her at the first Skillshare and she was actually mutual friends. And they got together with Carmen and Nathan and they all three families just got together last weekend. And Carmen did a video on it, but they actually got together and processed a over 300-pound red wattle. And so it was really cool to see them process this pig together as like a family, like as a community. And it was so neat. Then they shamed me for not showing up because they didn't invite me, but I knew I was welcomed, but they just never invited me. So it's their fault I didn't come. But anyway, I'm not gonna let that bother me. But no, it was really cool to see them doing it as a family because it was something that they've learned together and they were sharing it. So they didn't just butcher it for one family. They did it together and I'm pretty sure they shared the meat. And that is the most awesome part of it is that they were sharing not only the knowledge, but the bounty of it as well. And that is so cool to see that. And yeah, it's just neat to see people come together and sharing in the community because, they kind of got together and met from some different avenues. And it's really neat to see that come together.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So can I ask you about what was it I don't know if I'm allowed to ask you about this or not. It's is it a channel? When we were I'm drawing a blank what the guy's name was when we were interviewed with
Vineyard Farmhouse.
Yes. And you guys are supposed to be,
Ryan.
You're supposed to be doing a live or a every week you guys are going to do.
Hold on, let me get the world's smilest violin.
You're coming back at me. I got you.
My buddy.
So what is that set in stone? Are you guys definitely going to be doing that? And if so, give us a little background what it's about.
And then let's plug it a little bit too. Tell us when you're starting.
So we did that. When was that? Was that last week or 2 weeks ago? We did that last one. Next one up is going to be the last week on Thursday, which is the 26th, I believe, January. Yeah, 26th. And it'll be on my channel this time. But yeah, so we just try to have fun, whether it's doing games or just trying to make people laugh. So it'll be 4 different channels. 12 Stones Ranch, which is myself, Vineyard Farmhouse, Backwoods Mindset, and Full Blown Country. So it'll be all 4 of us on there. But that's our goal, is to make people laugh and just have fun.
That's cool. Because there's a thing about YouTube. People can either go super extreme and they're throwing all these thumbnails up trying to scare you and all the fear mongering and all the stuff out there, or people are here because they just want to disconnect from the normal life that they're dealing with, and they want to have fun and enjoy watching videos. And that's one of the things I think is cool with Maddie's channel. He's fun. And I think that's something that a lot of people just want to do, is they want to get out of their head for a second and think of something different. And, we started our channel so that we could share with people some of the things that we wished we would have known when we first started, and to share some of the things we've been through. But I think it's also become a channel really for us to share who we are as a family, and to show people that, not everything has to be so, doom and gloom. Right. It doesn't always have to be, all the things that just consume your, mind each week. There's so many things that you're just focused on that just bring you down, and places like YouTube can be a fun place to be and have a great community. And so that's really cool that you guys are doing that. I love that. I think it's going to be fun. And when did you say the first one is? Is it going to be the 26th?
Yeah. Our next one will be the 26th.
Awesome.
7 p.m. Central.
Nice. Love it.
So Roberta's got a question here for you, asking if you, for bearded artists, are going to the Mid-America meetup.
That's the plan.
We're all going to be there. Content creators.
Yeah, that's the plan and the hope.
Teresa, I just want to say you do a really good job of that. She has, if you haven't checked out Old Ways Gardening and Prepping, she does a really good job of sharing knowledge-based information and content with you. I mean, look, I was super excited when I saw, and I could talk about this all the time, but when I saw her make little oatmeal packets, you buy the instant oatmeal, right? Like the Quaker. She's like, yeah, you can make your own. And she was making her own. And I'm like, wait, what? You can make your own?
Nice.
Like, I didn't know you could do that. And it was really cool to be able to see that and to know that I could do that. She's doing it right there. I'm watching her. And it wasn't like a, hour and a half long video. It was just enough. I didn't have to double tap, and I could watch her all the way through. I actually may have double tapped. I may have rewound her so that I could rewatch her bag ups and stuff to make sure I know what she was doing. Whoa. But yeah, it's a good channel. I mean, and that's cool because like she said, she just wants to teach people stuff. And I think that when you have a focus like that, you're learning and you're doing things like that. She's teaching people, and that's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Heather loves your beard, loves your channel.
Thanks, Heather. Appreciate it.
She's excited. She likes the
beard. We all love your beard, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
I was just kidding about the baby thing. Don't be mad at me.
Oh, it's okay. One bearded man to another. I like your beard too.
Even though we toned it back a little bit, he was getting some slack for that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. It's okay, man.
Love will make you do some crazy things.
Yeah.
Like trim your beard.
Like trim your beard so it looks like coiffed.
Don't think she used that correctly.
Are you gonna go on a new trend? #no resolve.
Look, like your beard is like nice and like tight, Byron. Like you have a nice tight beard. That's nice tailored beard. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Just nice tailored beard. Not all like that's what his beard was doing, like this. Like he was talking to me and it was all like this. That's too much for me.
Tailored is proportionate, right? So you can have a tailored beard. You got a tailored beard. A tailored beard.
Yeah. You can, but it can be a bigger beard. It just needs to be nice. Like,
oh, there you go. She just said it.
Wow.
His beard just needs to be right there.
There you go. It's coming back out, fellas.
No, because yours is not nice and organized once it gets too long.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's too curly. It's like this.
Yes, Byron. I was shocked she said that on camera too.
Wow. It's like doing some sign language.
Yeah. Are we counting as a beard? I mean, if I took Eric's beard card for trimming his, that's true. Ryan was pretty upset when he found out you trimmed your beard.
Is that a love, man?
Beard cutting. Barry said beard cutting is self-harm.
Yeah.
And yes, Jesse, we're getting
trimmed with you.
All right. Yes. Well, look, we are at the end of our time. Nick
just came in. Hey,
Nick.
What's up, Nick? How you doing?
Nick be rolling up in here at 10 o'clock every week just to be like, hi, guys. Bye, guys. I figured him out. I finally figured him out.
We really appreciate everybody coming in here. Byron, thank you so much for coming in.
Yes, thank you for coming in such short notice, too. I appreciate you. I was like literally like laying in bed yesterday, and I was like, I should definitely have texted Byron like 3 days ago. Let me see if I can get his email. So I like looked your email up really quick and I was like, hey, what do you think about this? You could have come on another time. You didn't have to come on today, but I appreciate you for jumping in there tonight.
No
I really
do. This has been fun.
Yeah, I really appreciate you coming in here and doing that. So yeah. Oh, look, Nick said his beer got chopped off too, brother.
Oh man.
he had a big one too.
He had a big beard.
It's like part of your soul just got whacked off.
It did.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys get together at the end of the month too. And then if you're new and you haven't checked out Byron, which I'm pretty sure most of you guys have, don't forget to check him out. When do you go live on Thursdays normally? What's your normal time? Is it 7?
Yeah, 7 p.m. So next week I won't be though. So it'll be 2 weeks, and we'll have the 4 bearded men on the 26th. So that'll be the next time.
Very cool. Well, until then, we'll see you later. And thank you again so much for coming in here. So,
hey, who likes neighborly YouTube creators such as 12 Stone Ranch?
Farmers' wives do.
And farmers do too. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Byron, so much. And thank you guys in the chat. We appreciate you guys. Stay safe out there, everybody, with nasty weather.